Probably not bad at all. Fire department leaving already. Yeah. We are at Jenny and, sorry, I wasn't able to put the title in. Yeah, I'll try to put it in. Jenny and Newland, the one person has been transported. I didn't get here fast enough. It appears to be a car versus motorcycle. The ambulance just left. Not sure what's in the street here. But fire department's going to be leaving. You got the battalion chief here. Jenny. Let me see if I can put the title in, if I can remember how to do it. Oh, I'm sorry. Keyboard's too small. Yeah, one has been transported. Unknown condition. I came right away. Guys in LA, they won't tell you where they're at. For their safety, they won't tell you when they're out live. They don't tell you where they're at when they're on an accident scene or whatever scene they're on. For their safety, they won't tell you. Plus, they don't want their competition showing up because they're working for the local news, so they're trying to get a paycheck. Again, I'll say Jenny and Newland. Yeah, again, I don't know what that is, even though I'm 10 feet from it. We did go to one other thing this morning. I got in a little argument with someone that doesn't like what I'm doing. I think they thought I was a First Amendment auditor. I was watching the helicopter flying. I thought maybe there was a police chase. This is earlier. I thought there was a police chase. And so they had one arrested. Or not arrested, but detained with handcuffs on. I won't say he made... And then he had a bicycle with that. I don't know what it was all about. But then some guy just pulls up. The way he came at me, I didn't appreciate it. So I went off on him. He went off on me too, but I didn't appreciate the way he came up to me. I was going to edit the video. I think I screwed up. Oh, I know what I need to do. I moved it to a different file, and I need Wi-Fi. My brother has a computer. I got to ask him if I need like the password and stuff. So I was going to edit the video and then just show me and the other guy yelling at each other. At the moment, I don't know what type of motorcycle it is. I know people don't like this, but hey, man, don't watch my video. That's all I say. People have a problem with me showing the motorcycle, saying that's someone's family. Well, you don't need to watch my video. Go back and watch something else, man. Go back to watching The View or whatever. Don't watch my channel. I'm not breaking no laws. The guy this morning's like, I know the police chief. I don't give a shit you know the police chief. I'm not breaking no laws. Let me see if I can figure out what type of motorcycle this is. All right, now everyone, what type of motorcycle? What color is? My friends ride motorcycles. You don't got a telephone? You can't call them? Oh, my daughter rides a motorcycle. What, you can't call your freaking daughter? The stupid thing people say on social media. Oh, my daughter rides a motorcycle. What, you can't? What color is it? So you can't call her and see if she's okay? You don't got a fucking telephone? Sorry.
No problem.
Ooh, got a couple puppies there. Jenny and Newland in Huntington Beach. My fingers are too big. The typewriter is it's kind of hard to I tried to put it in when I'll try again. I know, I should have just walked away. Once that's the way he came at me. He thinks I'm going after the police. I'm showing a police car, but I'm not even showing the police officer. We're showing a motorcycle here. A police car and motorcycles. I'm not even trying to film the police. But he thinks like I'm a First Amendment auditor. Yeah, no, I should have just walked away. But when someone comes at me, I'm sorry. So the tow truck is here. I want to see if we can see what type of motorcycle it is. I thought there was something in the street, but I think it's just the street. I think it's just something painted on the street. I'm like, they're letting traffic all the way through. Major mistake. These people are driving on the wrong side of the road, or I don't know why they don't got it shut down. Maybe they're going on the wrong side of the road. They're just turning in here. Yeah, I can't tell what type of motorcycle it is yet. Yeah, I'm not sure why they don't have police officers over here. I cannot tell. We got here a few minutes too late, so I was unable to see what type of condition the motorcycle is in. Uh-oh, I'm showing a police officer. I always joke around, you know. I remember I called one officer Mr. Handsome. It's like joking around. I like to lighten it up. He's gonna pick the bike up here. Maybe get a better look. If you guys can tell what bike it is, let me know, or what type of bike. Yeah, I'm hoping he's okay. I cannot tell what type of damage is on it or damage to the car. If the car's still here, I'm not sure if the car just left. Oh, yeah. I see what people are doing. All right. I don't want to get... All right, let's see if we can get a better look on this side. I need some lighting. Should get a little flashlight that put on top of on the camera. Yeah, the car that was involved, it has left. And yeah, prayers to this rider. Hopefully they're okay. Let me see if we could zoom in here. Again, if you guys can tell what type of motorcycle it is, go ahead and let us know. Jenny and Newland that we're on. Sorry, I was driving and I didn't have time to put the title in. I didn't to put the title in. Let me check pulse point, see if anything else is going. Maybe we go live for a little bit if there's anything else out there. All right, world record, 34 people. Appreciate you guys watching OC Street Live. An amateur on a cell phone that films first responder calls in Huntington Beach and surrounding cities. We had a good one last night. Go check that video out. 280Z and a Honda Accord. The Honda Accord rear-ended a 280Z, and the 280Z flipped in, and the whole car caught on fire. And the Honda had a front end fire. After I turned the video off, Huntington Beach city workers showed up with a street sweeper truck, and they cleaned the street up. They did a good job cleaning it. And one of the individuals was missing a wallet. I don't know if the wallet was ever found. Newland and Jenny. We got a bunch of apartments behind us. I can't remember the name. A big apartment complex right behind us. There's an apartment complex right here. I guess we're just seeing trees. There's someone. Man, on this side, over on this side, they're like, I don't know if they call them over in here. I don't know if they're called townhouses or. I got here about 2 minutes late, so I was unable to see the motorcycle rider, what type of condition he was in. A battalion chief did show up, but he usually doesn't. I believe that all the ones I see are men. I don't know if they have any female battalion chiefs, but oh, hey, you're awesome. I appreciate that. We'll get that in, we're in February, right? I'll get that in March, around March 21st. I appreciate it. Everything helps. If you haven't followed me before, I'm a DoorDasher. Why? Thank you, I really appreciate it. Those that like the support channels for anyone, you have to go to my channel description. I got a Venmo, PayPal, and PayPal. I've never used a Cash App, but I have a Cash App on there. But yeah, those that send like super chats, usually takes a few months. Probably usually around 3 months. Then you have to make more than $100 before you can cash out. So it usually takes, on average, about 3 months for me to cash out. They won't let you cash out. All right, let me slow down here and get a better look at this motorcycle. Damn right, I haven't eaten yet. I was gonna go to it's because it's across the street from my house. Give me a minute. It's a teriyaki place. Starts with a Y. Yamasaki. What is it? Yamas teriyaki. I had it all set. I was just gonna order through DoorDash, but pick it up because I wanted it to be ready. I didn't have to wait for it. But I still don't know what type of motorcycle it is. Looks like he's just. Yeah, they're going to leave it laid down there. Someone just posted on the Huntington Beach forum that they just saw a motorcycle accident. Let me see if I can find out what their comment was. See if they got any updates here. But I got to go to Facebook. Just saw a motorcycle versus car. Newland between Hamilton and Atlanta. Black motorcycle, white SUV. I didn't see a white SUV. He's in shock. He is in shock, but okay. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. So that was the person that pulled over to see how the motorcycle was. Said he was in shock, but he's okay. But he did go to the hospital. Looks like he was going to Hoag Hospital. What?
What was that happened? I mean,
Oh, there was someone said it was a SUV versus motorcycle. And then they're saying that the motorcycle rider was in shock, but he's okay, but he did go to the hospital. I'm just reading what's on Facebook. I don't know if you follow the Huntington Beach pages.
no, I don't.
But I didn't see a white SUV. There was
I heard the big boom out here.
Oh, really?
But
Oh, man.
Then I feel like somebody just slammed their truck door too hard.
I know there was a white truck that was pulled over here, but yeah, they said, but to me it looked like it was a gray SUV. Sorry, my camera's moving around. I figured it would probably be some type of bad accident where it's at right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. They say he's okay, but he did go to the hospital. I think he's missing a cell phone. I filmed one last night where the whole entire car flipped it and caught on fire with a 280Z.
Yeah.
I just film YouTube and then I occasionally turn it into the news networks. Not when I do YouTube, I don't turn it in, but if I just make little videos, little clips, and then I turn it in.
So it's on the Huntington page, Facebook.
Yeah, I don't turn it into Huntington Beach. I don't put it on the Huntington Beach Facebook page. There's a lot of crybabies. They are, man. All they do is they cry on the Huntington Beach pages.
I looked out my window and I couldn't see anything, but I couldn't see the corner. And it was too early for the flashing lights. So I said, oh, somebody must have just slammed their door too hard.
Have a good night. Sorry, guys, my camera's all wigging out at the moment. All right, let's stick around for about another minute. I'm going to walk back to my car. I'll see if we got anything else we can go to. But as of right now, I don't believe we do. Let me see what you're saying. Car versus motorcycle. My money is on the SUV. All right, sorry about the video over the last couple minutes. It gets like real tight, but then the camera's moving around. Yeah, I don't know if did they say he's missing a cell phone? Damn, they leave so quick. Just like that. It's over. My officers are out of here. I don't even know if the tow truck driver's turning around. Yeah, prayers to the rider. Hopefully he is okay. Hopefully just minor. Again, I didn't see a white SUV. Maybe I'm blind. All right, we're going to walk back to the car. I'll put my camera on something, on a holder. That was Newland and Jenny that we were on. Sorry, I don't have it in the title. Where you at, Staney? You can put it in there for me. I need someone to pin it at the top, Newland. And so yeah, maybe I should go get a taco. I might go with the Fiesta Grill. Get probably a deluxe wet burrito. All right, I'll put us on a holder now. I'll see if there's anything we can go to. Let me see if I have it on. I think I put it on my seat. It might have fallen off. Yeah. All right, give me a minute. I'm going to set the phone down for a second. Give me a second. All right, let me check on my other phone if there's anything out there.
I gotta throw this. I haven't done a Jennings clip in a couple of days. Scott Jennings, who does amazing work over at CNN.
You guys, anybody listen to Dan Bongino?
He's on a panel.
Probably breaking a rule there. If you, as of right now, doesn't appear to be any calls in this area. Let me get out of the street. It's a little dark over here. I gotta turn my my window is what do you? Yeah, the reason I don't go live like the guys out, my phone is fogging up at the moment, so give me a minute. I'm gonna let it fog. I'm gonna let it defrost. But where we were going, yeah, the guys out in LA, they got scanners you can listen to the whole time, and so it's more interesting. The guy I was watching last night, he's like, "Hey man, it can get pretty boring out here. We might get 0 calls." He basically was saying, "I'll just check in once in a while." But he has a scanner, so it makes it more interesting. I don't know if he was working or working the Long Beach area, or if he was in Bakersfield, because he doesn't cut. I guess he's got family or work or something, and both sit in Bakersfield and LA. Little crooked here. So this accident was on Jenny and Newland. And according to Facebook, the person said he was in shock, but he appears that he was going to be okay, but he was transported. The ambulance, it looked like it was going towards Hogue, but I can't say it was definitely going to Hogue. So we'll stay live a little bit. What's going on? I like the Lakers, but they suck. Charles Barkley, if you like, anyway, Charles Barkley said the Lakers are mediocre. They are, man. You barely beat the Clippers last week. Miss it. They traded like Harden and their center, so they traded 2 of the top 3 players on the team, and you only could win by like 3 points. Then you go play a mediocre Boston team that's missing, that can't even win games, and they get their ass blown out by them. And Charles Barkley's like, right. Even LeBron James go, we're not a title team. And I don't see him winning no title. They got no they got 3 players basically. You got James, you got Donick, and then you got Reeves. And then who's going to show up for the rest of the players? You don't know who's going to show up. They're so inconsistent when it comes to scoring. You never know what you're going to get out of Hachimura, that Lavelli guy or whatever, Lavalli. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. Inconsistency. Smart, that guy, you never know what he's going to do. I like the center. Their centers. they're pretty good. They're centers. Actually, it's their best centers having in a few years. They had one a few years back. A guy called Drummond, but they probably didn't want to pay him the money, so he only played half the year. So let me check Paul's Point. I know something just came across, but expanded traffic accident. I believe it's in Tustin or Newport. Yeah, it's too far away. It's in Tustin. Literally, let me see how long it would take to get there. Time you get there, it's probably already cleaned up. "23 minutes. The only way you would go to it like that if you knew what it just says expanded traffic accident, so and it shows a picture of a car upside down, a little pentagram. I don't know if that's the word you call it, pentagram, but it's a car upside down. Doesn't mean that there's a car upside down, but the guy out LRHM.images Leopoldo, he might be able to go to it. He's in Costa Mesa. It's by the 55 freeway, so he's able to hop on it. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it, see if he goes out there or not. Once in a while he'll tell me about an accident. If it's a bad accident, like a fatality, yeah, and then I end up going, I'll go. But right now, time you get there, because I'm like 4 miles from the freeway, so. Oh yeah, it's 14 miles away. So time you get there, yeah, it's cleaned up. Then I just got an alert on the Citizen app about the accident too. Those that follow the Citizen app just alerted me that there's a rollover, I believe. I have to pull over to look at it. I don't want to look at it while I'm driving. But again, it doesn't mean it's an actual rollover. It's a hit or miss if it's a rollover. We're just pulling in the parking lot here at the Newland Center. Man, I was doing so good this morning with making money with DoorDash. Lunch came around. From the lunch on, and I worked till 6 p.m. Went to crap. I had one order. I made like Einstein bagels. Have any guys had Einstein bagels? It was a catering order. It means just a large order, over $100. But the person paid like $38. Yeah. Yeah, so that accident testing, it's just, you would have to know what's going on. You go if there's a fatality. Other than that, you probably don't go. Now, someone just had an alert that there's a large crowd. They're live right now, but over off Imperial Highway. So they're throwing rocks and bottles at officers. Imperial Highway. It's saying East 115th Street and Success Avenue. What city is that in? Imperial Highway. Probably has something to do with, let me see if they know what it has to do with, either ICE or maybe they're mad over Mexico. Oh, it's just saying it's saying it's not a protest. It's saying it's just a large gathering, not a protest. Why they're throwing rocks at the police? They're not throwing snowballs? Man, our country's so fucked up, isn't it? People can get away with nothing, dude. It's unbelievable. Oh, it's just a bunch of kids in New York throwing snowballs at the police officers. Police came back and showed a video of the guy with a full-grown beard. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of kids throwing snowballs. Yeah, someone does have a live video going on the Citizen app of the. I'm trying to look at it. They're just showing a bunch of police officers with their riot helmets on. I don't know if it can show up in here or not. I probably won't be able to see it. Doesn't look like it. Sorry. Sorry, I wasn't reading comments. Anyways, we're just sitting around for a little bit. Nothing's going on in this particular area of Huntington Beach. We just came from the motorcycle accident, as I said, off of Newland and Jenny. Sorry it's not in the title. But we'll stay alive for a little bit. You guys got something better to do, I'd go ahead and do something else. Maybe check back in every so often. See, I'll stay live for like an hour. See if anything's going on. But right now I'm kind of just staging where I'm at. I might move to a different area. I could drive around Huntington Beach. They do I won't be able to drive down there every Tuesday if you're not from Huntington Beach. They shut down Main Street downtown, and they have like some type of market fair, and there's all different vendors there. There's a band playing out because I had a pickup from BJ. The band playing like a cover band playing music. They were pretty good. I listened to them for about a couple minutes because I was getting an order from BJ's restaurant. But they have that every Tuesday evening. Different food vendors. There's like a vegetable. One vendor out there had all different type of vegetables and fruits. So is Kamala Harris going to run for president? Will you vote for her? What is she going to run on? All right, sorry, I didn't read comments. Yeah, we're in Huntington Beach. We're right now I'm in the Newland Center. I'm just waiting to see if any calls come across. I can drive around in Huntington Beach and see if we can get a call. Basically, I'm really waiting on a call in Huntington Beach, Fountain Valley, Westminster. If we go by Edinger and Beach Boulevard, I can hop on the freeway and go if we can get a call in Santa Ana. But the problem, there might be no calls till literally 5 hours from now. That's why I don't go live for 4 or 5 hours. We might only get, so it's like 4 or 5 hours of listening to me because I don't shut up. But Jenny and Newland was close. It was about a mile from the beach, I would say. Not even sure what type of motorcycle it was. Camel toe. I think it was sorry ladies, but if you're on here, any ladies, it was Olympics. Jake Paul's girlfriend, did she win a medal? And the internet's like everyone's going crazy on Jake Paul's girlfriend. I don't know her name. I think she's a speed skater maybe or something like that. But check her camel toe out. Then they don't even show it. They have like an article saying, camel toe, check her camel toe out. Then they show no pictures. I didn't try Googling or going on YouTube see if anybody had anything, but the stuff that pops up on your phone. Hey mom, any kids on here? Hey mom, what's a camel toe? Opie, if you're on here, Opie, you're gonna have to explain it to your kids. I hear they like to watch me. All right, we'll probably just drive around, and then hopefully we can get a call. But as I said, I'm gonna drive around. I'll probably shut my mouth for a few minutes, drive around Huntington Beach. If anything comes across, we'll go to it. But as I said, testing wasn't really worth it. Time we get there, it might be all cleaned up. Good, good, good. Bunch of Democrats boycotted the State of the Union address. Good for you. You fucking clowns. Can't you tell I'm a conservative? I love this one that Trump, I don't got it word by word, but he's basically, I don't remember what the exact words. Shouldn't he was saying something about U.S. citizens should come first before illegal immigrants. If you agree, stand. Then of course all the Democrats are sitting. I wish I would have stood up. What's his name? I believe, is he from Philly? Fetterman. First, I was like, man, why did they why did they elect this guy? Why did they elect this guy as a senator? He's a senator, but I kind of like him. I kind of like the guy. Springdale and Slater. I grew up off of Springdale and McFadden. Lived there in that area for 20 years. Went to Schroeder, Marina, Stacy. I went to those 3 schools. Again, it can be pretty boring right now, just letting you know. I see there's 35 people on here. I'll drive around a little bit. You just never know when the next call is going to come. It could not come at all, or it could come at 2 in the morning. And I don't think I'm going to stay out 2 in the morning. Yesterday I was very tired when after filming that car wreck off of Garfield and Beach Boulevard, where a car rolled in and bursted into flames, and the other car, the front end, caught on fire. And I stayed up till like 1:30. I was very tired. Usually I go do my DoorDash at 6 in the morning. I didn't go till 7. If the video's shaking, I apologize. I got the camera, there's a little holder on the front of my dashboard. We're just driving down Beach Boulevard, driving north. We're passing Yorktown now. Next street will be out Garfield. All right, the one that left me a donation, I got Taco Bell on the right. So, he said it was Taco Tuesday, someone, right? Yeah, I guess they got rid of the Nachos Bel Grande. They don't have it, I believe. I always get the Nachos Bel Grande, and when I went there earlier in the week, or last week to get something to eat, they took it off the menu and they go, we don't have it anymore. They got like, nacho fries, but they got rid of the Nacho Bel Grande. I don't know if all of them got rid of them. I usually get Nachos Bel Grande and then the combo. It comes with a Taco Supreme, I believe. That DoorDasher next to me, they all drive Priuses, all the immigrants. The immigrants like to drive Priuses. All right, we got alert. Let's see what city it is in. Garden Grove. It's all the way off Yawkey. I know where it's at, but I'm just seeing how long it would take to get there. 14 minutes, 6.5 miles out to get there. I know when I listened to the streamer, one of the streamers out in Bakersfield, yeah, he's saying like 15 minutes is not even worth going to most of the time when it comes to a traffic collision. If I'm gonna go, yeah, it's all the way down by those that live out here in Orange County. And it's all the way out by Trask, 5.1. It's 6.7, but they have you go all the way down to Trask. I guess I can drive towards it. You just never know what the accident is going to be. We're going to drive down Newland and see if we save time. Instead of going down on Beach Boulevard and hitting all the lights and all the traffic, we'll go down Newland. So we're driving to him, but we're like 15 minutes out. The accident we went to was off Newland and Jenny with motorcycle versus an SUV. Someone said white SUV. I didn't see a white SUV, but maybe I'm colorblind. They were on the scene, so they were there before I was, so they got better information than I do. Couldn't make out what type of motorcycle it was. Person said that the rider was in shock, but he appeared to be okay. But when I got there, the ambulance was just leaving, so hopefully just minor injuries. The battalion chief did show up. I saw him going there, but he was like he didn't have his lights flashing when he was going to the scene. So we're off to Garden Grove right now. We'll see if we can get anything out there. Hopefully the scene's not cleaned up. I mean, it's better for it to be nothing major. We don't want no one hurt, but we're gonna go check it out. So we are on the prison app. Sometimes I use, then YouTube's connected to the prison app, but the video's not monetized. On the prison app, I can't monetize it until I'm done with the video. Let me roll my window up. So I'm having issues with YouTube. A lot of times, if you see when I put a video out in the very beginning, the vehicle's all like I'm at an accident. The vehicles look all weird, crunched up, and a couple of other issues. You can't zoom in as much on the YouTube app, and then with prison you can zoom in a lot more. To a call we are going. It's off a street called Yaqui, and I don't know if it's Yaqui and Trask, but it's going to take it. Actually, I don't have the direct. It's going to take us another 9 minutes to get there. It could be all clear time we get there, because we don't know what type of accident it is. Could just be a minor accident. But we're 9 minutes out off, I believe, Trask and Yaqui. Anybody live in Fountain Valley? They got two Arcos by each other across the street off of Slater and Brookhurst. They got one all closed off. I don't know how long. Not sure why it's closed off. They got it all fenced off. Next to Arca right now, I don't know if maybe they're going to be switching. adding 285, that 285, what is it called, 85E or something like that. I'm not sure the exact name of the gas. I don't know if the same guy owns both Arcos. One's an AM PM Arco, and then the other one's an Arco. They're like right across the street. Yeah, I need to put my camera in a different area. It kind of blocks my view a little bit. I was driving a little bit on the other side, in the lane a little bit. And usually the way that you're trying to get somewhere, you hit every light. It goes that way every time. Actually, I'm doing under speed limit. I know some of the people that go live. Usually it's LA because, yeah, we just went by a cop going opposite direction. But usually, yeah, if they're not live, because they're trying to make a paycheck. The LA stringers, they got a paycheck they're trying to make. So they're gonna cover that phone if they run a red light. They'll cover the phone for a second. Or if they're not live, yeah, they're running red lights. Not sure when they're on the freeway a lot, so not sure what type of speeds they do on the freeway, but it does seem like they're speeding, going pretty fast. As I said, we are going to Garden Grove. We're a good 5 minutes out. We're at Edinger and Newland. We're going to Trask and Yaqui. No guarantees we'll see anything because we're 15 minutes away. God damn, 15 minutes of listening to me, huh? I don't know if I can turn on the radio and listen to music. If I don't monetize it later, I don't think I can. I'll just take the video. Yeah, take the video. I don't know how that works. If I turn music on, if I don't monetize the video, do I get in trouble for playing music? Or if I just take it down once we're over, take the video down. Not sure how that works. I don't want to get because I did get I had a report, or at one time you could hear like 7 seconds of a song in the background when I was passing a car. They were playing music, and they did send something to me, YouTube, but then they corrected it, said I was all right. I don't know if they originally gave me a violation, or, but then like a day later they corrected it and didn't give me a violation or a warning. I don't remember what it was. See, now if we're out in this area, we'd be closer to Santa Ana. They got a lot more activity on. But I know a lot of you probably rather just see the Huntington Beach area, or that in that general area. We are at Bolsa in Newland. And you see how many minutes we're at. See every light. I did film a fatality right here at Bolsa, and just in front of us, a couple hundred yards, someone was walking across the street and lost their life. I was able to turn it into a middleman who works with the news networks, and I turned it in and I got paid for it. I didn't know anything about it. All I know, someone got hit by a car and someone picked it up. I don't know who picked it up. It Could have easily been Orange County Register. I have no idea who picked it up. They don't tell me who picks the videos up when I do get picked up by a news network. The only one I know for sure that I ever picked a video up where it was KTLA. All my other videos where I did make money, I'm clueless who picked it up. I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV. I just watch little clips on YouTube. I think my map turned off. I need to turn it back on. Let me see. No, it's on. It's just not making any updates. We are 4 minutes out. I'm more about showing vehicles. I'll show the people, but I'd rather concentrate on the cars. We'll definitely show if someone's getting an ambulance. That's called a transport shot. And so you kind of want to get that of someone being loaded into a ambulance. News networks do like that, from what I heard. Hey, bro, you ran a red light. Now we hate when people bump their horns. Well, they sit at the light forever and you're like, is someone walking across the street? Am I missing something? Ooh, right on the right. We are coming up.
Then, at the next one, turn right onto Westminster Avenue.
Oh, they got us turned on Westminster Boulevard now instead of Trask. We got the world famous. Oh my God! I don't know why my brain goes dead all the time. Let's see if I can pick up the name. The world famous.
Turn left onto Yaqui Street.
The world's famous. I can't pick it up. It's a beer bar. Oh. Coming up to Yaqui. That's very slow car.
Turn left onto Yaqui Street.
All right, I believe this is Yaqui. Hopefully it's not the next. Very slow car. All right, I believe we're on Yaqui. Hopefully we got something to look at. If not, that's the way it goes. That's why I don't go live. I just do one video at a time. One live video at a time. Yeah. Watch out, bad guy. Oh, yeah, we still got sirens down here. So we'll probably get our tripod out. Not tripod, but stabilizer. Yeah. All right, this is OC Street live in the city of Garden Grove. We are on Yaqui, approaching Trask. We got a vehicle collision, but it took us 15 minutes to get here, so we're not sure where they're at in the cleanup process. If anyone's been transported, I haven't checked any up. I haven't looked since I was driving. I haven't looked at if they update if anybody's been transported. And I gotta find. I don't know if I can pull over on the right here. Looks like we got a fire engine in front of it. Oh, fucking A. I hate driving at night. That's why sometimes I don't go out. So we'll get out here. I believe the ambulance is in front of us. I don't know if I can park on the right side of the street here. I don't know the rules here. I don't know the rules. Hope I can park here. Maybe I'll make a U-turn. All right. We'll get on we're going to get on the stabilizer. I left my stabilizer on. That's the problem. And then it goes dead. It was still on the stabilizer. Doesn't want to go on. Here we go. Are you on? Come on, you bitch. It's wigging out, all that. Yeah, watch once we get out, they all pull away. Ew, bright lights. Bright lights in the city! Now I gotta find my car keys. I don't think I'll bring my other phone. All right, let's see what we got here. A lot of bright lights. That's what we got. See one vehicle in the middle. Bicycle versus car, maybe? Might be a bicyclist versus car. We do got some people on the sidewalk. I don't see any yellow tape. Ambulance is leaving. One fire engine. They are talking to someone on the sidewalk. No yellow tape, which is good. Talking to a couple of individuals. We have some equipment in the... I'm not seeing anything. I don't see any yellow tape there. Like I said, these streets are dark, man. Hard to see. It looks like he's on a beach cruiser, maybe. Did the person look? How did the person on a bicycle get hit? Fire department's leaving. Yeah. I asked someone. Two bicycles are out here. There's one over here. So we got a bicycle here. Still got some equipment. Looks like some debris maybe in the street there. But we got a bicycle here. Sorry if I went too fast. I can't tell what the debris is. They got one person sitting on, as I said, the ambulance just left. Let me check pulse point. I can't, oh my God. Yeah, hopefully this guy's okay. Let's check the tire out. Man, prayers to that person. And then you got so I don't know if there's two people riding bicycles here. I can't tell what that debris is over there. Again, officer is talking to someone on the sidewalk. It might be one of the bicycle riders, because it looks like they're talking to someone in this vehicle. It looks like they're talking to someone in this vehicle. Man, hopefully this guy's okay. I'm checking pulse point now. We're off of Yawkey, and I believe we're in between, what street did I come? Westminster and maybe Trask. We're checking out, yeah, prayers. Hopefully he or she is okay. I'm not going to make any certain type of comments. I might make it. They didn't put any tape up or anything, so hopefully that might be it. Hopefully no major injuries. No caution tape or whatever. No crime scene tape. I might be wrong. Let's see what this officer is doing. He might be putting up caution tape. He was carrying something. I didn't get. It looks like he might be putting caution tape up. Let me zoom up a little bit. Or I'm checking pulse point right now. One has been transported. He is putting caution tape up, I believe. Yeah, not good. I asked someone if they knew what type of condition a person was. They didn't know what was really going on. So this is going to be shut down for a while probably. So I don't know if two bicycle riders were riding with each other, and then obviously one got hit. Again, I don't know what that. Not sure what's laying in this. So they're putting caution tape right here. Ooh, what happened to the camera? See, you never know what you're going to go to and see what we showed up to. Hi, guys. I'm with OC Street Live, a local news.
Okay.
Were you able to see? I cover mainly down by Huntington Beach and the surrounding cities. Were you guys able to see like the rider of the bicycle?
They here.
Did he see?
We heard the noise.
Yeah.
I was watching TV and we like really loud noise. I thought it was like 2 cars because it was super loud. Yeah, but when we came out, it was like high on the ground.
Did he look conscious or? You could tell. Oh, I know. I understand. I know. I don't like getting close either.
My husband saw him more. He was close. But they speed too fast in here.
Oh yeah. Plus, it could be very dark on these streets too.
But I think it's.
I just came from another accident with a motorcycle versus car. But fortunately, it appears the motorcycle rider. He went to the hospital, but appeared he was going to be didn't have major injuries.
Hopefully this guy can make it.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I filmed a fatality pedestrian off Beach Boulevard in Huntington Beach a couple days ago.
Always something.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna back up a little bit, try to get some pictures. We're in the city of Garden Grove. Doesn't look good with the yellow caution tape up. Unknowing what type of condition, and I did ask a couple people. They said he was laying on the ground. I couldn't tell you if he was I asked if they were conscious. They didn't know. But with them putting the yellow tape up, not looking good. But hopefully, appear to be two bicyclists traveling with each other. We're off Yawkey. In between, we're definitely came down Westminster Boulevard, and I believe in front of us might be Trask, and they got it all closed out down on the other side. And that took a major hit. That bicycle, I'll zoom down a little bit. That bicyclist took a major hit. The other bicycle is on its it's standing up on its foot peg. What do they call it? Foot stand. They are talking to a gentleman on the curb, no longer at the moment. I don't know if he could have been the rider on the other bicycle. But it's it looks like they're riding in the middle of the street, and this vehicle traveling north on Yawkey didn't see him. But with them putting the yellow tape up, that's kind of not good. All right, sorry if I'm not reading comments. I'll go back and see if I can read them. What does earbud zombies mean? I was thinking about that this morning when you mentioned that yesterday. Earbud zombies. What does some phone zombie Karen mean? Your neighbor can't hear you? I'm sorry, I'm talking on the phone. Yeah. I just film local first responder calls. Officer said I don't think was talking to him. I talked too loud, that's why, yeah. I need a whisper. Whisper. All right, again, I'll repeat myself. We are in Garden Grove off of Yawkey, in between Westminster and Trask, I believe. They just put up the caution tape a little over 10 minutes ago. Ambulance was here. When I got here, the ambulance was leaving. Unknown condition. What am I looking at? The guy smoking a cigarette? Man, that smoke goes everywhere if he's smoking a cigarette. Ah, damn. I see things. And to me, it appeared there was two bicyclists maybe riding in the middle of the street, and this one took the brunt of the hit. Oh, I was actually all the way down there, and yeah, and they put up the tape, so I can't even walk down to the. I was going to walk down that way and film, but they got it all taped off here. We'll stick around for a little bit. Oh, I believe the officer's going around, maybe asking if anybody has cameras on their house, maybe. He walked to the left of me. Yeah, he went up to a house. They're probably asking if they have cameras at all. Yeah, I thought he was smoking. I go, man, a lot of smoke comes off that cigarette. I never was a person that got into smoking cigarettes. I didn't like it. Yeah, I smoked it a few times when I was a kid. My dad had it in his Porsche, hiding the cigarettes in his, I don't know if he was hiding them in his Porsche. I'd take a cigarette and smoke it. But yeah, I never liked it. I kind of like cloves. Remember cloves? Do they still have those around? They were bad for you. They were bad for you, the cloves. I knew numerous people, their lungs, or their throats or lungs, whatever, would be bleeding. I can smell it. Oh, yeah. So, they got some cones right here. Yeah, I'm hoping it's all right. I park over here. I guess these police officers aren't leaving anytime soon. They got that tape all hooked up to their cars. See, now I wish I had. Now I wish I was on the YouTube app, and then I can monetize it. So I can make $1. Not at this person's expense, just so I can make $1. Thanks for tuning in. This is OC Street Live. I cover local first responder calls. We did just came from Huntington Beach off Newland and Jenny, where we had motorcycle versus car. All reports that that the motorcycle rider didn't receive major injuries. They said he was in shock. He appeared to be okay, but he did go to the hospital. Now we're in the city of Garden Grove. I don't make it out here too often, but I do have some videos out there. from Garden Grove. Definitely one fatality. I filmed out in Garden Grove before. But we're out here off Yawkey. Major cross streets are Westminster and Trask. Car versus bicyclists. And they have put up the caution tape. That's not good. Police caution tape. This wheel, is that the back wheel? Major damage to it. The ambulance was just leaving when I got here. There is a second bicyclist, so quite possibly, yeah, they are asking for cameras if people have cameras. There is one individual on the sidewalk, but I think the driver maybe, he was at the front. I believe he might be on the other bicyclist. I could be wrong. Unable to move over that way. I wanted to go down that way and film from that side, get different perspectives, but they got the caution up. We'll try to see if anybody, I'm trying to find out if the rider is conscious or not. I believe they'll have this shut down for a few hours. They might be waiting for some other investigators to show up. But yeah, I mainly hit Huntington Beach a lot. Check out my yesterday's video. Yeah, we caught a little bit of flame of a rollover where 2 cars caught on fire and one ended up rolling, and then one car with a 280Z was fully engulfed. Fortunately, we just barely got the smoke and they put the fire out, and then the flame came back up a little bit. But we were on that scene for an hour. No injuries. The driver did talk to us. Me and another one of the professional photographers were out there. The guy did talk to us. The driver that rolled his 280Z. He said he felt good, no injuries whatsoever. He didn't know what really happened. All he knows, the car rear-ended him and causing him to flip it and burst into flames. That was off Garfield and Beach Boulevard. Just a weird. He thought maybe the other guy ran a red light, but they're a little ways from the red light. So I don't know why the car rear-ended him. Everyone was cleared from the scene. No drugs or alcohol involved. But thankfully, there was no injuries on that scene last night. Hello, thanks for tuning in. Again, I haven't updated the app. We were going to the other scene. I was driving, so I didn't want to type at the same time. Then I wanted to get to the get to the scene safely as possible. So I wasn't able to update that first. I just put crash. I didn't have time to put the cross streets. And I decided to stay out a little bit longer, and this call came across. We're 15 minutes out, but you never know what the calls are. They're just telling you there's a traffic collision. It doesn't tell you there's a bicyclist being hit by a car. It doesn't say that. So you never know what's going to be at these scenes. Normally 15 minutes is like, I tend to not go to those calls unless someone's telling you something. You get a call from a friend letting you know, hey, we got a bad scene over here. You might want to check it out. I'm going to try to see the name of this cross street we're on. Unfortunately, I'm trying to look. Oh, we're Yawkey and Yawkey. Damn, Yawkey. I'm not in the right position. Enjo? Is it? Let me see. Whatever that name is. Enlo? Weird name. In the city of Garden Grove. In between Westminster Boulevard and Trask Avenue. Yeah, there's the vehicle. It did stop. Again, it took us 15 minutes to get here. As soon as we got here, the ambulance was leaving. Yeah, I could have, on that scene this morning, I could have laid back a little bit, but you know, man, he pulls up and whatever he said, I don't even remember. I have no clue. I don't even remember what he said. I'm gonna react. It's just who I am. I'm not gonna be Mr. Nice Guy. I probably should have walked away and keep on filming. Just walked away, but. I think he thought I was a First Amendment auditor. I don't go to churches. I don't go and give the police a hard time. I don't go to Trader Joe's. I don't go to Albertsons. I don't go to Mother's. I don't do that stuff. I'm out here filming this stuff here. That's me. You want to call me a First Amendment auditor? I'm a little bit different. Yeah, I probably just the way he came at me. So I took the video down and I was going to edit it. So the first thing I did was save to device. So I pushed save to device. Then I removed it from YouTube. But then I was going to share it with a friend who goes to a lot of the collisions out in Huntington Beach. I was going to send it to him, the video. And then it turns out it wouldn't let me send it to him. And then after a couple hours, I'm trying to figure it out. It said, I moved it to another file. I moved it to a Google Drive file. Now it's saying you gotta have Wi-Fi hooked up to download the video, upload the video. Because I was gonna edit it, get rid of the first 7 minutes, and then just show me and the other guy yelling at each other. I kind of get hot-headed. I kind of defend myself when someone comes at me like that. Even when I had a so-called regular job working at body shops, someone says something to me, I could go off. In the auto body business, it's a backstabbing business. Just say that. A lot of backstabbers. You think they're your friends, but they're not. Yeah, he's like, I know the police chief. And it doesn't matter if he turned around and he turned around and he parked right next, he was still in the street. He was a little bit angle, and he went and said something to the police officer. What are they going to do? They probably go, oh, we know that guy. He's always out here filming. And it was like, I'm not breaking no law. So I wasn't even near. I was literally 200 yards away from the police officers. And as I said, I like to joke around. I make jokes about the police. And as I said earlier in the last video, I called one Mr. Hanson, and someone responded a couple hours later, he's married. I was just saying, hey, ladies, check this guy. The guy was a handsome guy. He's handsome, so I just was making a comment, hey, he's a handsome guy. But anyways. Oh, you were able to save it? Yeah, I have a computer at home, my brother. I would have to ask him if he has Wi-Fi. But his computer doesn't even work. I haven't even gone on it because it doesn't even work half the time. I don't know why he hasn't bought a new one. I don't buy one because I don't have money. I'm day to day, man. DoorDash doesn't pay you a lot. It's hard to make money. You got to figure I usually put $25 a day, every day in my car for gas. Every single day. I work 7 days a week. Sometimes 30. I don't really usually. I just try to figure out how many miles I'm going to drive that day, or what I think I'm going to drive, and I usually I'm not gonna put $50 in my tank because I'm not gonna. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. When something happens, that's $50 I just put in my car. I'm not driving for a week now. I could have used that money for something else. Yeah, that bike, man, that rear tire. I can't get it. Let me see. I did ask someone if they knew if the person was responsive or conscious. They didn't know. She said her husband saw, but he wasn't over. Maybe if I walk back over there. Yeah, with them putting up. Yeah, there. Here we go. Secondhand smoke. You want to get a puff? Go down there and you can get a puff off that cigarette. All right, I'll try to lower my voice a little bit. We are by people's houses. They're probably going to sleep now. Again, we're on bicyclist versus a car here. Let me see if I can tell what type of car it is. And there is another bicyclist. I was thinking the guy that's smoking the cigarette, he might be the bicyclist up there. That he might be on that bicycle. Because there was another individual. The officers were talking by this car, so that just a guess. I could be wrong. That could be the driver. I don't know. So I don't know what that must be a police officer because the fire department left. Maybe a police officer got here first and pulled out that particular whatever is in that tackle box. I don't know what they call it. I want to turn this in, but they don't. As I said, they don't take YouTube videos on the local the news networks out in LA. They don't take it. If I shut it off and maybe made clips, there's a site called Newsbreak. I know that called Newsbreak, I believe. I haven't really looked at it, but they posted an accident the other day in Huntington Beach where the person lost their life. Oh, pedestrian versus car off Beach Boulevard. I don't know if I can turn stuff into them. I just want to, I can turn it into OC Register, turn it into the news networks, and they can do the editing. But I tag them in videos, the news networks, and I've not one single video I've ever had them. So tagging doesn't work for me. If I tag them, it doesn't work. As I said, I usually go through a middleman, and then then I put the tags in there. Then the video, those have to be 10 to 15 second clips. I turn in about 12 clips. Then we can get picked up. But since I'm doing a YouTube video here, they won't pick it up. One video KTLA did pick up. They edited the video. They put my name on when it came out in the news. They didn't put OC Street Live. They put my real name on the screen. That was a freebie. I didn't get paid for it. I didn't ask for money. I just had to sign a waiver. All right, update again. We are in Garden Grove on a scene. Car versus bicycle off of Yaqui in between Westminster Boulevard and Trask Avenue. And when we got here, the ambulance was leaving, unknown what condition this bicyclist was in. But for them to put the tape up, and it's not looking, that don't look good. Just someone walking by. I didn't want to put them on camera. Yeah, I don't know if it was Garden Grove or Westminster I filmed. It was kind of stupid on my part. Because they had it all taped off. A gas station. A guy died in his truck at a gas station. And I didn't know what was going on. They had it all taped off, so I filmed it for like an hour. But I think the guy just died in his car for whatever reason in his truck while he went to get gas. But I believe that was maybe in Garden Grove. Trying to see what scenes, what stuff I filmed in Garden Grove, or remember what I filmed in Garden Grove. Sorry, I'm looking away at the moment. Looking at something. Yeah, these people were, it kind of looks like two people were riding here. The problem, they were coming up to it on the right-hand side. There's another car over there, so they were probably riding more in the middle of the street because you got cars parked on the right-hand side of the street. And this individual just didn't see the people on the bike. I believe the officers they might just be waiting for other investigators to come out, and some are sitting on the sidewalk. I believe the owner of the car is on the sidewalk to my right. I don't know if they're waiting for other investigators to come out. And there's something in the street over here. I never caught what it was. It's kind of 10 yards from where that guy's sitting. I don't even know what it is. All right, we did get, there is some other stuff popping off at Pulse Point. That's where I get my scenes from. Sometimes I get lucky doing DoorDash. You can just come across stuff. You hear sirens, and then you just get lucky and find stuff. Another accident in Tustin we got going on right now that just came across Pulse Point. Looks like it's on over by the 5 freeway. I'll just see what how long it would take to get there. we're 14 minutes out on that call as well. We were at 14 minutes on this call, and we didn't know what it was until we got here. And unfortunately, it's car versus bicycle. No, they're pretty. The cops are pretty. They don't only a few times, and it's been. It was more towards the beginning when I first started filming a couple years ago. I try to stay out of their way, let them do their job. As you see, I'm not. I guess we see them right there, but a lot of times when they don't. They just tell you get behind the tape, which I did. One yelled at me, said I'm in the crime scene. I'm in a crime scene, but yet everyone's riding their bicycle. She's yelling at me, "You're in a crime scene," and I'm like, I go, "Where's the caution tape?" And everyone's riding their bicycles right past me, and it's like, what? They're not in a crime scene? And then she told me not to walk across the street. That I needed to go all the way walk a quarter mile to a light, use the light, and then walk back, go across the street. I did it. I go, whatever. I was in the video going, hey, am I allowed to walk across the street? Yeah, I'm pretty sure jaywalking is not a crime anymore. They can't give you a ticket. In most cases, they don't. Yeah, they don't say anything to me. Like yesterday's video, if you watch, the other photographer, he gets right up in there. If this caution tape ain't up there, he'd be right up on that bicycle filming or taking short little clips of it. He takes short little clips and he'll post it later. I don't know if he ever posted the accident yesterday. I never checked. But he knows what he can get away with. He used to work for one of the major, I don't know what he comes, one of the companies out here in Orange County. Now he just does his own thing. He does it more as a hobby. I was telling you yesterday, he was detained at a scene, had handcuffs put on, put in the back of a cop car. And then after 20 minutes, they gave him a choice of what you want to do. Obviously, he didn't want to go to jail, so they let him go. The only other thing I was worried about was, I don't know if I was worried. I go, oh man, somehow he's going to try to get in contact with me or something. I do go looking for this first minute. When I hear they're in Huntington Beach, I just want to see him. I just want to see him, but every time I go look for him, I don't see him. When I hear a report they're over in a certain area, I don't see him. They do what they do. The only problem I have is when they go like to churches. Churches should be off limits, my opinion. If you want to do a First Amendment on the auditor, because they'll I don't know about these guys that come to Huntington Beach. The ones I watch, yeah, if someone's pulled over by the police, yeah, they're going to get out and film. They're sitting there kind of make sure the police officers doing their job and make sure the person that got pulled over by the police, I don't know the exact words, they're not being taken advantage of, basically, by the police. Sorry, I'm looking at all the comments. Did you say you put the video up? Hey, thanks for tuning in, Stanley. Always appreciate your support. I'm going to have to find you a channel, USK. Do you ever tell me what your channel was? I'm going to have to follow you. Yeah, that streamer is a buffoon, dude. He's a buffoon. I don't know what's going on here. Go around. These people walk through the yellow tape. I didn't know who they were talking to. They were walking through the tape. Man, they got a long walk. I don't know if you can walk down the street here. If it goes somehow, you can walk down the street and get out down there somewhere. Yeah, I'm curious what that little orange box they got out there was here when we got here. Maybe one of them was giving first aid to the rider when they first got here. Yeah, I know, with the crime. Once you start putting that crime scene tape up, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I don't know if they're doing anything at the moment here, the police officers, or if they're waiting for some other investigators to come out. I can't get a good look at that vehicle facing the wrong direction. Obviously, some type of police vehicle, but I can't tell what it is. Looks like some type of truck. It looks, or maybe it looks like some type of police truck or. That's why I need to get pepper spray. I don't know. I haven't picked it up yet. My friend was supposed to get me, like, he said you go to one of the weed shops, but this was a weed shop out in the city of Commerce. But they have like a big can, like, oh man, it'll soak you up, man. You spray it on someone. But I should carry it. You never know. As I said, the guys in LA, they won't tell you where they're going when they go to a scene. Safety reason, plus they don't want their competition know where they're going. They got a job and that's their paycheck, so they're not going to tell you where they're going. And if you as a viewer know where they're going, they're always saying, don't say nothing, keep it quiet if you know where they're going. Turner's Bear Spray. I definitely need to pick something up. Yeah, I remember. I'm trying to think. SGV, is that what it is? SGV News or First News? He's a First Amendment auditor. He carries a stun gun, but ever so often the police think, or people call the police saying he has a gun on him, but it's like a stun gun. But it's yellow in color. It's yellow in color, and so a few times the police show up, and he's been arrested a few times. He don't go out that much anymore. Looks like they're going to go to another house, see if any other houses have police officer just came under the caution tape. Looks like he's going to another house, maybe see if they have a camera also. No, I did. I went off, dude. I didn't really handle it. I was like, F you and you piece of shit. I couldn't help myself. Yeah, and then I got a little too close to his car, and to his car, I probably would. It got a little too close to his car, and he didn't like it. Next time I'll just give them some Girl Scout cookies and tell them to relax. And then go watch The View. Go back home and watch The View. I know nothing about these side streets, so I don't know if I can go all the way down there. If there's a way, I guess I can drive down the street there, and it's probably better just to stay over here. I was just, because the bicycle's over here. You won't even be able, if I went down there and tried to film. Not sure where they put it up, the caution tape down there, if they put it up, or if just officers' vehicles blocking the street. Again, one individual has been on the sidewalk the whole time, and my guess he's riding another bicycle up there. I don't know if he's allowed to leave or allowed to leave the scene. I wasn't really paying attention to what's going on the sidewalk. I'm taking if anything's going on the sidewalk at all. Or I think the driver might be on the sidewalk on the right side. I haven't really been paying attention. I'm taking a look now. But I believe one of the people that lived over here said this is kind of, people like to drive fast on this street. Getting very hungry. Taco Bell's open till 2 in the morning, I believe. I don't know if everyone went back in the house. I think everyone went back in the house. Fortunately, I have no idea what type of condition this person on the bicycle was in. I just want to know if he was conscious. As I said, it took me 15 minutes to get out here, so we're gonna get something to eat, or I'm gonna get something to eat after this, but I don't know how much longer I was waiting to see if other type of investigators show up. One officer just went back to the back of his truck and got something out of it. He's on the sidewalk now. I'll keep an eye on that area. Maybe I walk across back the street over, go on this side of the street. Other side of the street. Yeah, I did my DoorDash from like 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. And I was going to get something from Yama's Teriyaki. First, I go, I'll eat it. Remember, if you watched me yesterday, I did go to CVS after that accident. Yeah, I got a Pepsi and Haagen-Dazs, like 3 ice creams. So when I came back from my DoorDash this evening, I had an ice cream, and then I was going to order Yama's Teriyaki, then walk across. It's by my house, so I was going to just walk over there and get it. But then that accident came across over off of Jenny and Jenny and Jenny and hey Jenny. But Jenny at Newland and Huntington Beach. Looks like everyone went back in. I don't even know what time it is. Let me check. 9:47. So, a female just walked up. She went on the other side of the tape, talking to the police officer. Not sure if she's related to anyone in this accident. This looks like this officer is doing some type of measurements. I'm gonna get crossed back the street. I don't want to. I don't know if that's a family that's just showed up. I try to stay away from family. I did apologize if the person's on here. Someone did contact me about a week ago. A family. Oh no, they were in the accident. They wanted to know if I got the license plate. He did go to a trauma center. I don't know what his injuries were. He went to a trauma center. He did contact me on Instagram. No, I don't know where he contacted me at. He did contact me. But you say he went to the trauma center. He wanted to know if I had the license plate of the other vehicle because he didn't get the information because he went to the trauma center. Unfortunately, you couldn't see the video. Yeah, you couldn't pick up the license plate number. Yeah, I do get family members contacting me. I had a private investigator contact me in the last month about an accident. 6 months ago, it was 2 vehicles out in Irvine and a bicyclist. And I think the investigator was representing one of the people involved in the accident. I think maybe I never found the end result, but I don't know if the bicyclist was killed. I know there was a lot of blood from the bicyclist. This was out in Irvine. He wanted my video. It's up there on YouTube. You can grab it. I resent the video to him. $9:48. $9:48. Yeah, I always tell you, like a video. Let's for 1,000. If 1,000 people watch your video, which I don't get 1,000 people watching my video, it's somewhere between like $3 and $4 for 1,000 people to watch a video. So the videos I had come out yesterday. Did I do 1 or 2? Yeah, I think I did 1 yesterday. It's under 500 views, so. It's probably going to be under $2 I make. I do get occasional donations from people. Someone sent me that super chat earlier today. When you get super chats, you can't cash out right away. You have to be over $100. They cash you out around the 21st of the month, and usually take for me to get up to, so on my watch time and everything and views, it takes me about 3 months typically to get to $100, and that includes super chats. So you're not really making much off the views. And a lot of times I'm not monetized right now. I won't monetize because I'm on the prison app. I think I have to get on a computer. I don't know if I have to have a computer with me to turn on the monetization. And I know when I went turn on monetization, I used a computer at one of the FedEx Kinko's or FedEx office. It worked one time, then the next time I went to go do a video, it didn't work, the monetization. I just have issues on the YouTube apps. That one I can monetize right away. Just when I start the video out, you notice a lot of times if I'm 2-3 videos come out in like 2 minutes, it means I'm having an issue with the video. So the Prism app seems to be working a lot easier than just the monetization part. I do want to, as I said, occasionally I send stuff into the news, but it's been a long time, several months before, because I don't even bother really sending anything in anymore. And then they have, there's a site that has assignments you can go on, and some of the time when you only get like, say, between $40 and $50 for the video if you get picked up. But if you get two news networks picking you up, could be $80 or $100. But it's been a long time. It's been several months since. The last one was a fatality accident that was picked up. I think it was the one I was talking about earlier. That's been several months. It was off of Newland and Bolsa area, I believe. We were driving here. I said, I filmed a fatality there. I think that was several months ago. Or maybe it was Beach Boulevard. There was a fatality on Beach Boulevard. Beach and Talbot, I believe. It was another person walking across the street. They literally were like 100 yards from the light, but they chose not to go to their crosswalk, and they walked across the street. Now they're dead. They undead. What's the term people use? They undead themselves, or what? The term people say when they're no longer alive. They got themselves killed. The helicopter crash. That might have been my best video, I believe. That one made somewhere in the $30 range. I'll have to double check. That made something in the $30 range. Thanks. I believe I apologize. I never followed the person that, so I don't know the guy's name. Someone was showing my video, but I couldn't see. I didn't even know he was showing my video. And I appreciate him showing it. I have no problem. People who want to share the video, no problem whatsoever. And I had no idea, or I would have probably filmed it a little bit longer, but I couldn't even see, when I was filming, I couldn't see the helicopter. I was hoping when we're out in the daytime, it's hard for me to see the screen. That was, I believe, my best video. It was like 30-something bucks. I would have to double check, but I believe it was in the $30-something range. But yeah, most videos I got a lot of videos, 1 penny, 2 pennies, 3 pennies. Not complaining, it is what it is. Takes time to build your channel. You got we kind of go in little stretches here where we don't film for a week or two, and then I go in a little stretch where I can get several videos in 1 week. Yeah. Usually, I always talk about my anxiety. I have anxiety and panic attacks. So it used to be so hard just to come out here to Garden Grove. So it keeps me going to a lot of scenes where I don't feel comfortable driving 10 miles away from my house. So we got the police officers. See, they're doing measurements here. I'll keep an eye on OC Register tomorrow, see if they have an update on this scene. We'll stick around for a couple more minutes. Then we'll get back to my car and we'll see if anything comes across. I'll probably stay out a little bit longer. Usually, like I said, I'm not monetized. I'm sure some of these streamers, they'll be out of scene for 2-3 hours just showing this caution tape in the bicycle, but showing showing that for 2-3 hours, because those guys, they get a lot of viewers out there. I won't name it, the guys in LA and Bakersfield, but some of those guys got 2,000 people watch it. If they're out right now, they might got 2,000 people watching them, and they're out for 5-6 hours. I was watching a guy the other day, he almost had 3,000 people. He's out for 5-6 hours. Some of the people some of the people out in Bakersfield seemed like they're no longer doing this. Maybe they're taking a break, because I know they did get the way they pay you. I heard they're making a lot less money now. Yeah, I haven't seen Bakersfield Street Media, I believe it is. I haven't seen him forever. Maybe I haven't seen Robert with. Who's Robert with? I mean, it's his name. I know he always had car issues. I don't know if he never got his car issues fixed. I haven't seen him in several months. I'm hearing sirens, and we got an alert on Pulse Point. So let me see if there's anything, what's going on. All right, this is OC Street Live. We're in the city of Garden Grove, updating you on a car versus bicyclist. We're off of Yaqui, in between, I don't know if it's Yaqui Street. Car versus bicyclist. There's a bicycle in between Westminster Boulevard and Trask Avenue in the city of Garden Grove. Unknown condition. When we got here, the ambulance was already leaving. Unknown condition of the rider here, and there is another bicyclist. So I'm thinking they were traveling in a group. There has been an individual to my left. I believe he might be the rider of the bicycle, all the way up in the front, standing up. I believe the driver of the vehicle is on the sidewalk to my right. But we'll stick around for another minute, and then we'll call the scene. I appreciate y'all watching OC Street Live. This is our second scene. Sorry, not updating the title. And whether I was in a hurry to the other one to get to the scene, and didn't feel comfortable typing and driving at the same time, and got to the scene, and I just wanted to get my camera out there, and I didn't have time to type stuff in. Oh, you suck, man. You suck, Lakers. I don't know if they lost 110-109. They don't seem like a good home team to me, man. Maybe I'm wrong. I gotta check their record. I don't know if that's the end of the game or if it's still going. Being 10 o'clock and they started at 7:30, probably over. Hey, I see. I did get the alert from you, US CAG, that you mentioned me in a short. Appreciate that. I'll take a look at that short later. Appreciate it. Yeah, Amy is out in LA right now, I believe. Amy Gonzalez. She's been filming a lot of the activity out in LA lately. She might be at a fire scene.
What happened? 30 get a job and like 50.
It's AIMEEG2800. She's out in LA. I believe it's looked like a fire call, but I could be wrong. But if you want to check her out, she's out in LA. Anyways, I forgot about Pulse Point. Yeah, I did hear the alert. I'm going to see where it's at. Nothing going on in Huntington Beach. Nothing in Fountain Valley. Nothing in Newport. I need to get like a hotline going. So if people see something, they can call me. And I do have a couple of people that do call me when they see something and some type of police activity. They'll call me and let me know, or they'll message me on Instagram. I need some type of, because we're pretty much, most of the time we're just getting traffic collisions. I would like to get other type of police activity going on. We do get the occasional police standoffs. I heard my alert, but so I'm thinking it might be orange. Let me see. No, I don't see nothing. I heard my alert go off on Pulse Plane, but I don't see nothing. Third assassination attempt on Trump. What? What happened at the State of the Union?
President Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida. Authorities say the suspected gunman was carrying a shotgun and a gas can when he drove into the secure perimeter.
They're just talking about Mar-a-Lago. They're calling that an assassination attempt. He wasn't even there, I believe. Wasn't he back in? I believe he's not like Biden taking 4 days off a week on the four-day plan, taking 4 days off every week, going back to Delaware. I believe he was in Washington at the time. All right, we're going to get out of here. We'll get one last picture of the surrounding scene. Not sure if a police vehicle just showed up. Nah. All right, I'm going to just get one last video here. All right, we're going to go see if we can. If you want to still tag along, you can, or I'm going to leave the camera on. I'm going to start driving back towards Huntington Beach. Fortunately, I won't hear any I'll try to see if I can find an update, and then I'll post tomorrow if we can find an update on this one. La Flop and Luca, huh? Yeah, I got to look at the stats there. Man, he's like Kobe. He misses a lot of shots, Luca. He takes some stupid shots, too. Like, why are you taking that shot? Yeah, I got to look at when I get back home later. I'll check out the stats and everything. Is Bronny still in the G League? That's the longest stint ever. Normally he goes down there for one game and they call him right back up to sit on the bench. All right, this was OC Street live in the city of Garden Grove. We're going to move on from the scene. We'll get back to my car versus this bicyclist. Police still doing their investigation. This guy just went under the tape. I guess people don't know what yellow tape means. He went under it. Officer flashed his light on him. He turned back around. Yeah. But there appears to be two bicyclists, but the other bicyclist appeared to not get hit by a car. I may be wrong. The individual is still over by the sidewalk. Looks like he has water with him. Someone maybe gave him a bottle of water. I don't know if the individual of this car here, maybe his daughter showed up. There was a young female that showed up. She appears to be by the, maybe it's her father. Maybe I'm wrong. But I believe a family member of the vehicle is here. I'm not going to, you probably see him in the video to the right, but I'm not concentrating on him. Not sure if it's taped off down there or if they just got cones all the way at the other side. But we're gonna move on. I'll put my camera back on its holder, and we'll drive back towards Huntington Beach. If we get any calls, we'll go to it. Nothing's come across lately. I did hear the alert, but I didn't see anything. I was hoping maybe something in Santa Ana would pop up, but nothing in Santa Ana. So you want me to be quiet? I'll be quiet. I have no problem. I talk too much, you know. Probably I need to be a little bit quieter, and then eventually I want to try to somehow cut this video up into pieces, and then I can turn it into the news network. But I gotta get a computer. I won't be able to do it on my phone. I'm too stupid. Yeah, we are gonna cruise around. Yeah, my throat hurts from talking too much. As I told you, I'm a quiet person by nature, but for whatever reason, I get on here, I don't shut up. I talk a little bit too much. You talk too much. Who sang that song? You talk too much. Probably 80s song. All right, let me get back to my car. I think it's right behind me. Oh, I got to go to the body shop at 8 o'clock in the morning, get an estimate on my, I need a new, call it door skin. They take the outer part of the door off. That's my guess from being in the business forever. And the driver's door needs a new door skin. Someone hit me and took off. And it was parked wherever I parked by my house where I live, and someone hit me and took off, and it looks like a new door skin. My car is thrashed. Almost every single panel's got a dent in it. And only one is my fault. We were at a scene in Fountain Valley. I hop out of my car to film it, and I didn't put the car in park. So it started pulling forward, and there was a car to the left of me. The car to the left of me that was making a right-hand turn. I hit that car in the quarter panel door. And they kept on going. I don't know. Maybe they didn't see me outside because I was outside of the car, but my door was open. Then I'm trying to get back in my car, and maybe they didn't see me. And they kept on going. I mean, I went into a parking lot. I didn't see them. I called the police department. I think I left my light on. Did I? Did I leave my light on? But yeah, I didn't see where the car went. They kept on going. I don't know if they knew that I hit them. All my fault. But I called the police department just to let them know I hit a car. In case they try to reach out to, in case they called the police department. I'm glad we got a second scene here, but I hopefully this has a good outcome to it. That's what I'm hoping. I was trying to clean my lens. I was trying to clean my lens. It looks like it was dirty. And maybe it's just those lights. Yeah, I grabbed my shirt. I need to get up some type of cleaner. All right, we're going to drive back towards Huntington Beach. If you want to follow. Do you appreciate you watching OC Street Live here in Garden Grove? Yeah, I don't know if we'll get any other scenes, but we do got our waiting on pulse point. If anything pops off, and we'll go to it. But I'm going to drive back towards. We're gonna go down Westminster Boulevard to Beach Boulevard. That's the plan. Drive down Beach Boulevard. Hey, Elizabeth, are you in here? I forgot what name you go by on here. It's Elizabeth, right? The sexy, tatted mama, huh? I love you, man. The old guy with the tattoos. Maybe we're probably the same age. Yeah, when it comes to, I think what my plan on, since my car's so messed up with dents, is probably going to tell the body shop if they could just not paint the car, because I would say it's called a door skin. They take off the original door panel. Yeah, I almost have the police car next to me. They take out the door panel and they weld a new door panel on. But I was going to just tell them do that. Don't paint it. With the extra money, since they're not going to paint it, you charge me like you're going to paint it, but instead of painting, you take that money and put it towards some of the other dents on the car. I just want the car primer, and eventually down the road I'll have the whole car painted. I can paint it myself. I need a spray gun and a spray booth. I don't have any. I got rid of all my spray equipment when I stopped. The only reason I got rid of the equipment because I had no money. I kept selling spray guns and all my spray equipment so I could eat. Like I said, DoorDash, man, you never know, man. So inconsistent. Some people said during the pandemic they made a lot of money. I didn't make a lot of money. I think I still make the same amount of money I make now. We do got sirens up on the left. I don't know if anybody's pulled over up there. I just noticed it on the left-hand side. Maybe just a car pulled over. See, that's what a First Amendment auditor would do. They would see a car pulled over up here, and they'll pull over and start filming. I don't do that. I'm not going to pull over just because. I don't know if you can see it. You maybe just got someone pulled over. We are going to pull in here because you do got a police vehicle on the wrong side, facing the wrong direction. We'll just take a look. Not sure how many police vehicles there are. I believe I can pull in here. But we got a diesel truck here. I don't know if there's. Can't remember if there was 2 areas of pulling. I believe there was. Maybe they just pulled someone over here. We'll take a look. There's a food truck that hangs out here during the week. I don't know if he ever hangs out at night. Pretty good food. I don't remember the name of it. 1, 2, 3, at least 3 vehicles. We'll take a look. I'll have to turn my headlights off. I can't tell if they have a car pulled over. Yeah, I can't tell, but one vehicle is facing the wrong direction. I mean, the police vehicle. Well, just looking. It doesn't look like we're going to see anything. Plus, those headlights don't look good on my camera. I'm usually so tired. I just get tired real easy, so I don't. It's hard for me to go out at nighttime, and a lot of times I don't feel comfortable driving at night. But yeah, that's why it's a mistake really doing videos during the daytime because I need to really concentrate on DoorDash. I think I made $160 a day, but then you figure I put in 25 And I started at 7 in the morning and worked till 6. 170, and then 25 went towards gas. Plus I ate a couple times. Ate a couple times. I don't know if I can get out and walk and see if I'm gonna drive by just to see if there's like. I'm trying to see if the police officer is leaving now. Yeah, but I ate a couple times. I need to start bringing snacks with me. But yeah, maybe I need to start concentrating on doing do these streams at nighttime. We're in Westminster at Westminster. I always have a hard time saying it. I like to call it Westminster. But I need to the ATM. I need to get money out, pay rent. My rent was due. Yeah, I pay to my brother. He lets me pay weekly, and I was supposed to pay him yesterday. There's no way I can save up $1,400. So it's easier just to pay week by week. Something always goes wrong. Just like I had to get new tires last week, 3 new tires. New, what else did I get? Maybe I only got tires. I thought something broke on my car. Maybe I said not to fix it because I didn't have money. No, we were driving back here and I noticed a police vehicle, but one's facing the opposite direction. So I don't know if these all 3 police vehicles in front of me. I'll come back out on Westminster Boulevard and then make a right on Beach. See if what they're doing. My friend carries a screwdriver around with him. Did I ever show that video? Oh yeah, YouTube had a problem with it, so I took it down. I put the video up and the guy came up I'm trying to think what it was about. I know my friend pulled a screwdriver out. Yeah, the other guy got arrested. Their phone number. And the guy wouldn't give it to him, so my friend refused to give him the food out in Costa Mesa. So the guy assaulted my friend, and he called the police. And the guy didn't leave. He didn't go back in his house. So he was sitting outside, and the police arrested him. But he claimed other shit. He said my friend hit him first, and he was like, my friend. I know my friend he's 70 years old, and he tried to say my friend did certain shit. But my friend had everything on videotape. But I only showed a small portion. He only gave me 45 seconds worth. But he had 3-4 minutes of video. All right, we'll head towards Huntington Beach. Yeah, 3 police vehicles here, I believe. I'm not sure what they're looking at. If there's a pulled over car here. I don't see any yellow tape. Clueless like usual. Looks like they're just hanging out to me it looks like maybe there's someone in the back of the car. But the police, there's 3 police officers at the driver's door of it. Driver's door. All right, I'm coming up to Beach Girls here in a second. Well, we're also passing Green Girls on the right here. Sorry, the video getting a little foggy. But yeah, we got Green Girls right here on the right. I've only been there once. And a couple more lights. Beach Girls. Been like a week since I've been there. The video's looking a certain way. I don't know if I have to. Looking like crap, right? The beach girls could get myself a Captain and Coke. Just one, so I can drive home. I wanted to see who. I know who one of the girls. They have 2 girls on Tuesday night. They used to have a taco. There's a barbecue truck that goes to a lot of the bars, and he barbecues food out of this truck. They got 2 trucks, but they've been doing it for years. They all have barbecue chicken, ribs, sausage links, hot dogs. All right, we're heading back to Beach Boulevard, or down back to Huntington Beach. We'll be there in a minute. Nothing's coming across at the moment. So if you got something better, you go on and do it. Go ahead and watch it. Whatever you're watching, check out some of the other people that are out live right now. I like it because you can listen to their scanners. I wouldn't mind doing Long Beach, but I'd rather have a friend. I wish I could hook up with one of the other guys, and we go out and do like Long Beach or some. But I'd rather have another person with me, like one of the other photographers. Or I don't know if they would want to go to Long Beach or not, because they're more Orange County. Yeah, we filmed a fatality up here. I was a little bit late, but we did film it. A motorcyclist lost their life right on the other side of the light here at McFadden and Beach. Do we got a taco truck? No taco truck. Oh, they have a pool league going right now. They call it 3 strikes or something like that. I believe it's going right now. They start at 10 o'clock. And it's a pool league. And they play weird. The way they play, you can move the cue ball around. You just try to hit the ball in. You hit it in. Next person hits it in. Up to 50 people can play. They play for money. Usually the top 2 guys that make it all the way to the end just split the money. Whatever it is. It can be like $300. So they split it down the middle. But yeah, if you don't hit you get 3 chances. So you hit the ball in, you make one of the balls in, the next person goes. But if you miss it, that's strike 1. So when your turn comes around again after waiting, normally it's not 50 people, but it could be more like 30. You waiting for 30 other people to go, and you miss it again, that's strike 2. Yeah, and then when they do a break, they re-rack to break it. There's one particular guy, he only hits 1 ball. He doesn't even hit all 15 balls. He hits one of the balls on the corner. There's a reason why he does that. I think he's trying to make a bad shot. He's trying to get the next guy to get a strike. So he only hits 1 ball. He does it every time. It says that street, they play a weird way. I'm gonna pull over for a minute once I get to a certain area here. Yeah, good night. Appreciate you watching the stream. Yeah, nothing's popping up. I think my phone's in my pocket. I haven't heard any alerts. But I appreciate you guys. Maybe I'll do this more often. I'll wait till I get my first call, and then we go live. And then hopefully we can get a second call really quick. Most likely, if there's any other calls, they probably won't be till a little bit later, when people are leaving the bars and they had a little too much to drink and they crash. Hopefully they don't kill no one. I'll try to take a look, but I'm pretty sure no alerts. Yeah, no alerts on Pulse Point. Not sure who's live in LA right now. Not sure if AX. I don't have my alerts set up for the people out. Amy Gonzalez, who I mentioned earlier, for whatever reason, I have her set up, I believe. But AXN News, I don't think I have the alert set up. I believe Chasing Reality with Scott Lane, I have an alert set up. He's just not. He's out there probably. He's just not going live tonight. He doesn't go. He gets out there, but he just doesn't go live every night. Oh, I want to get a Shamrock Shake. Oh, the shake machine's down. Then you hand them 100. You ever see that video? Oh, our shake machine's down. Then you hand them 100. Oh yeah, the shake machine works. And you're working at McDonald's. I think it was a pain in the ass maybe to clean those. I mean, you got to take it all apart every night to clean it. Oh, we got Mamba. The bar used to be called Centerfield Bar, right on the left-hand side. Sorry, I can't move the camera. I need to get it tight. I can move a little bit, but not enough to show Mamba. Yeah, they have a pool league like once a week. A lot of people didn't like it there because one night they got salsa night, little people salsa dancing. They got different. They got to try to bring in. You got to do different stuff to bring people in. There's so many bars out here, a lot kind of like competition. So they do different events. I think they have music. Oh yeah, they've had some famous comedians show up there at Mamba. Tom Arnold. Those that know Tom Arnold, he's been there before. I know they have music bands, and probably more. I'm not sure what type of music bands. The real nice bar, just to the left of the bar. It's just big space. Man, they got tables there, but just big space. They need to break it up, put a wall between the pool tables and the kind of. It's just a big space. It doesn't look right for the bar. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit at Garfield and Beach for a while, maybe out end the video there. And if I come across anything, I'll go live. Most likely what I'm going to do, Taco Bell's across the street. I'll first pull into Garfield and Beach Boulevard, stage in that area, then maybe get something to eat and then stay out a little bit, but probably don't stay live. But if I come across anything, I'll go live. But I know yesterday I was tired because I was up till 1:30 and then. But the good stuff usually happens at 1:30 in the morning. But I know a lot of us got jobs to go to in the morning. We got Max's on the left, but they probably already closed their. It's a bar and grill. Usually, they probably just ended the food part. They probably already closed the grill down. But they got some pretty good hamburgers there and chicken wings. Yeah, US CAG. I'll check that short video out maybe I can look on the other phone. Your short video. All right, dude. Is he walking straight? He don't look like he's walking straight. He's got a weird walk is the way his legs move. Yeah, I appreciate that. U.S. I'm sorry, I'm blind. It's shopping cart. It's shopping cart. Thanks for tuning in. As I said, I'm just a amateur on my cell phone that covers Huntington Beach, Fountain Valley, and the surrounding cities. We don't make it out to Garden Grove too often. Bulk of the films are in Huntington Beach and Fountain Valley. We've had some good ones in Newport, but the bulk of them. But we've been to Garden Grove several times, but we don't make it out there that often. Yes, I will definitely watch that once I turn this off. Yeah, let me take a picture. I'll look at the video later. I appreciate you making a short out of that. I think I was just worried. I took it down. At the moment, I think I kind of took it down. Oh, this guy's going to tell other people, and then I didn't really want to hear it from other people what a buffoon I am, and so I just took it down. But then I was going to edit it, and oh man, we still have 35 people here. Right now, yeah, I'm just sitting and we got CVS we're at CVS and Target in the parking lot. I'm just hanging out here. Most likely I'll end the feed. I appreciate you guys all watching. I'll hang out a little bit longer. My house is right behind, or apartment's right behind me, so if anything comes across, I'll go live, but the problem is a lot of times I fall asleep. I don't hear the alerts. I need to get a certain sound. And I only really want to have at midnight. I really only want to have the alerts. I got all of Orange County set up right now. I can hear every alert. But I rather just at midnight. I rather just have if I'm at home. I rather just have alerts from Huntington Beach and Fountain Valley, maybe Newport set up. But when it comes to Newport, I'm just looking, those that know Newport area, yeah, I'm just like down to Superior and PCH, that's it. Nothing farther. So really, yeah, just that area of Newport at nighttime. You get some good accidents in that area. Yeah, I appreciate everyone that watched the video. Did you mention Corona Del Mar? Yeah, I haven't gone down. I've gone down there for DoorDash plenty of times, but I think the farthest I've gone for Newport for pretty much Superior, I believe. Superior and PCH. I don't think no, we went a little bit farther, about 100 yards. There was at the hospital there, Hoag Hospital, there was in the parking garage, there was a fire in it, so I went all I did is film. All I was able to show is smoke. So smoke, but there was like several fire engines there. I never heard how many cars caught on fire. But that's the farthest I think I've filmed. No, I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I forgot. I'm starting to remember. I filmed a car flipping it off a Jamboree. I believe it flipped it. And it did it flip it? I'm trying, or it crashed in front of a car dealership and went. I can't remember if it hit a car at the dealership, one of the new cars at the dealership. And maybe it didn't flip it, maybe it went up through the bushes and hit one of the cars at the dealership. I don't remember. Can't recall if it flipped it or not. Yeah, so I did film that. I forgot about that. But I want to get down towards Mission Viejo. They got a photographer out in Mission Viejo area. I always say his name wrong. I believe it's Alert SoCal. He films that area, the South County area, Mission Viejo and Irvine, that area, Lake Forest. I want to go down there film one day. They get a lot of accidents down there. Now I believe I'm not stepping on his toes. He's not out every day. He's got a regular full-time job, so I don't think I'm stepping on his toes by going in that area. Plus, I forgot. I believe he works with one of the major companies out there that makes the news. It's not like my video is going to go to the news. I'm kind of waiting for you guys to, like, there's still 32 people here. So we went to 2 scenes. If you tuned in late, the very first scene in Huntington Beach was off a street called Jenny and Newland, was motorcycle versus car. When I got there, the ambulance was already leaving. I checked, unsure what type of motorcycle it was. So I checked the Facebook page. Someone that was at the scene said it was an SUV versus the motorcycle. That the motorcycle rider was in shock, but he appeared to be okay. But he did go to the hospital, unknown condition. Just the person thought he was. So now I decided, normally I don't do this. I decided, hey, we'll see if we can get another call. And we end up getting a call in Garden Grove. We were 15 minutes away from it. Then we get to that scene off of Yawkey, in between, the street was Yawkey, in between Westminster Boulevard and Trask Avenue. It was a bicyclist versus car. The bike didn't look good. The ambulance was already leaving when I got there. They did tape off the whole area to do their investigation. Unknown condition of the rider, but it doesn't look good when they put up crime tape, the tape. I tried to ask a few people if they knew what type of, if he was conscious, he or she was conscious. They didn't know. They just kind of heard the noise and they didn't really want to get too close and look. But and then we're currently in Huntington Beach, off of Garfield and Beach Boulevard, just staging to see if anything else comes across. But my plan is probably to end the video, and then if anything pops up, I'll go live. Probably go live. Maybe, I don't know how many people. Usually the good action doesn't pop up till like 1 in the morning. But normally I don't go to it because I'm tired, I'm sleeping, or I don't hear the alert. Other than that, we're just sitting here right now. I was just kind of waiting for less viewers to start going away because we're still in the 30s to start dropping. Then I'll end the video. But I'll go through pulse points. That's where I get my traffic collision alerts from. I haven't heard it go off in lately. Sometimes what I do is I look to see if there's a battalion chief, because sometimes you'll get a medical call and you're like, why is there a battalion chief at a medical call? Normally there'll be police there. That's how I come across some of my police standoff calls, because I see a battalion chief. Then when I get there, it's a police standoff. Someone being holed up and they're refusing to come out of their house. Been lucky on a couple end of police chases. I just happen to hear sirens, but we don't see the police chase. We just catch the end of it. But I'm seeing nothing, no anything in Huntington Beach over off of Edinger Avenue. Just says investigation. Sometimes on those investigations, I noticed it'll say investigation, a fire hydrant gets hit. I don't know what this particular call is. I'm not going to drive down there. The call came out at 10:22. As I said, it's over off of Edinger. I don't even know what that, because it doesn't tell you what it is, but I've been to several when it says investigation, it ends up being a fire hydrant that gets hit. But I'm just running through all the different cities, not seeing anything. I just went through all the different cities and I'm not seeing anything out there. You know, I like to promote. I'll see if anybody's live on YouTube. Excuse me. Yeah, check out AXN News. Go to YouTube. He is live right now. AXN News. Jason is out there. Jason Stillwell is live out in LA right now. So go check those guys out. They got their scanners going. They get really good calls out in LA. And instead of watching me, go out and watch them. If I come across anything, I'll go back live. Those appear to be the two professional photojournalists out there right now. I don't see any other ones. Sorry, my throat's getting really dry. Yeah, so Jason Stillwell, he spells it Jason, if you know, obviously Jason, and Stillwell. Check him out, and AXN News. Check those two out. They'll be out all night usually, I believe, so they'll probably get some good calls. And they got the scanner going, so you can listen to the scanner the whole time. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, we were just on two calls, and we finished up those calls. Now I'm just sitting here in Huntington Beach, kind of staging away, seeing what goes on, if anything pops up. That's why I'm kind of push you guys in another direction. Go check those guys out in LA, because we don't know if anything will pop up for the rest of the evening. Those guys in LA, they usually, since they got scanners, they usually get some really good non-accident calls they go to. I mean, they get good accident calls too, but check those guys out. I'm gonna watch them, and when I had to end this video. Yeah, I get it. I don't know Los Angeles either. I don't know Los Angeles either. And that's why sometimes, like, I think a lot of people are from Huntington Beach that watch me. But I want to grow the channel, get to a different level, grow the channel. In order to do that, I have to kind of go to other cities. There was a police chase this evening, but I don't know why. I didn't feel like watching it. It popped up, the police chase on YouTube, and I'm not going to watch. I don't know what my deal is. Like, not interested, I guess. Sometimes they just go on forever. People think that, read sometimes, oh, they get caught every time. No, they don't, man. They get away a lot now. Find a parking structure. They get away a lot. And like Bakersfield, a lot of times they just give up the police once the car is going 100 miles an hour. Hey, thanks for appreciate you watching the stream again, Terry Donahue. I don't know why I call you Jerry. Sorry about that, Terry. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, I'll try to find an update on that cyclist that got hit by the car in Garden Grove. Hopefully he survived the accident. I'll look on OC Register tomorrow. I'll check the OC Register online. And then there's another one called, it's on my phone. I just happen to never look at it, called Newsbreak. See if they have anything. Again, when I originally started this, I didn't have time to put a title in, and I just put crash, and wasn't my intention to get really do a second video back to back. As I said, I usually do one video. Then if I'm still out, I'll cut that video and then come back live later. But this appeared to work out. At least we got 2 videos pretty quick. It's just now we're sitting. As I mentioned, a streamer, they're more a stringer. I don't know if you call, they're streaming on YouTube, but they're stringers. The guy I was watching yesterday, yeah, just letting you know, it can get pretty boring out there because you don't know if you're going to get a call tonight, and they're out there for several hours. But as I said, you can listen to the scanners. I don't know why I always forget the guy's name. He was out yesterday. He doesn't appear to be out tonight. My Popeyes is still open. Got a Popeyes across the street. I'm not into I want chicken wings, but I like barbecue, but I think the chicken wings are a spicy, but if you get ranch dressing, it kind of kills it a little bit. Yeah, yesterday I tried the jalapeno poppers. Jalapeno poppers from Carl's Jr. I should have got ranch dressing with it. So, anybody old as I am, there was he was a Chicago Cubs play-by-play announcer for a long time. And I believe his sons became announcers as well. Harry Carey. But I love the way he would say jalapeno. Jalapeno. Just the way he said it. I believe he had two sons that became announcers as well. Maybe the son became a Chicago Cub announcer. I can't remember what the other son, what team he did, the other son. I don't know if one's still around or not. Yeah, I'm not going to rag on anyone because I know how it is. That's why I never watch anybody. I'm not going to stay. I'm amazed that I still got 27 people here. But yeah, I'm not going to watch it. I turn on those particular guys that I mentioned, but I will. What's going on here? What the hell's going on with my screen? Is the battery going dead? The screen was like in and out, in and out. Yeah, I don't watch them for 4 or 5 hours. I might wake up at 1:30 and then I'll turn on, see where he's at. No, I like those guys. You know, Jason Stillwell likes to get his coffee first thing. Upside down, something or get his coffee. It's a way for them to make extra income. If you're going to be out there, yeah, you're going to be out there. You might not make the news. You might not make the news every night because you got a lot of competition, but you're putting content out there, so they're making money off of YouTube. They get a lot of viewers, especially AX News. He gets a lot of people watching him. So I don't know what they're making, but when you got 2,000 plus people watching you for 4 or 5 hours, you'd think they're making decent money. Yeah, when I watch RD out in RD on the scene in Bakersfield, he likes to go out during the daytime. He seems like he's driving a lot. Then you got like me right now. I'm just sitting here. Some of the other guys, they're just waiting on calls too. You don't want to be wasting all your gas. You're like RD. It seems like he's driving. When I watch him, and I haven't watched him lately, but when I watch him, he does a lot of driving compared to the other guys. Will stage more often out in Bakersfield, waiting for a call to come in. Kind of a waste of mileage on your car and a lot of gas. They be driving constantly for 4, 5, 6 hours. See, it's pretty boring right now. We haven't had nothing coming across, and I got all of the alerts on Orange County. But to be honest, I just really want to. If something popped up, it would be. I'm hoping for Huntington Beach area or Fountain Valley. I know where I should be hanging out at. Over at Walgreens opposite Slater and Slater and Beach Boulevard, or Walmart off of Talbert, because you got some characters over there. So Walmart, they're really to the left of Walmart, where all the other stores are to the left of Walmart. That's what I noticed. All the motorhomes and people sleeping in their cars, and there's a few people sleeping on the pavement by the trash. I think Walmart pushes everyone towards the businesses, all the businesses to the left of Walmart. But you maybe hang out there, maybe you can catch something interesting. Or Walgreens, I met a guy out there, and he started talking about this girl, and she comes across the street. She's got her looks like her bra. He started talking about her. Oh, he's saying like there's like I don't know if he's saying there's a hooker out there, a hooker. I go, there's no hookers in Huntington Beach. Next thing you know, I see her coming across the street wearing a bra. So we just got an alert. We do have an alert on Pulse Point. We'll see where it's at. It's too far away. Or it's actually on the freeway. It's not really too far away. We're at southbound 405 in Bolsa Chica, but it's on the freeway in the HOV lane. So the problem is, I believe I can't pull over get on the freeway and pull over to look at it on the freeway. I believe I just can't pull over and look at it. You would really need to be by an exit. I don't know if there's an overpass at Bolsa Chica where you can see the accident from Bolsa Chica in the 405. I'm just trying to picture Bolsa Chica and where you get on the freeway. They say Westminster. I think it's on the border of... No, I was going to say it's more on the border of Garden Grove Boulevard and Westminster. I may be wrong there. Yeah, because it's the 22 and the 405 is right in the 22 and the 405. So right now they got it's showing four emergency vehicles going. Right now it's showing 1 ambulance and 3 fire engine. Doesn't necessarily mean 3 fire engines are going. Sometimes one gets canceled. Let me see how long it would take to get there. Yeah, it's 12 miles away, 17 minutes. So I don't think I'm going to go to that one. If I was more closer to Edinger, and then because the freeway, I would hop on the freeway if we were right at Edinger. That's where I originally wanted the stage. Be right by the freeway. Yeah, I drove by Beach Girls. I was mentioning that they got a pool league going tonight. It's called 3 Strikes. You play, everyone puts in $10. They won't play more than 50 players. You're only on one table. They got 3 tables there. So a lot of times people are, because it can take forever. Usually it's not 50 people, probably more like 20 to 30 people playing. And so while you're waiting your turn to hit the ball, you're playing on another table against other people. But yeah, if you got 30 people, that's $300. But what I noticed, the last 2 people, that they just split the money, shake on it and split the money. Yeah, I could have hung out there because, as mentioned earlier, they have a barbecue truck that goes there that has barbecue chicken, barbecue wings, sausage links, barbecue baked beans, cornbread. I forgot to mention that earlier. One other item, side item. I don't know if it's macaroni and cheese. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm talking beach girls. I haven't been in a week, I think. I went in there. This is the way I am. Got the drink, a small Captain and Coke. You can get it in 2 different sizes. It's still the same price, the glass, but I'll just take the small one. I'm a weirdo. I like my drinks sweet. I like to taste the Coke. I'm going to be there for several hours. I don't want to be drunk after 1, 2 drinks. So I told her, I mentioned in another video about just mention it again. So on the second one, I go, hey, can you make it a little bit less? People think I'm weird. What? You want less alcohol? Yeah, I go, I like it sweet. I like to taste the Coke. And she made it the same way, strong. I took 1 sip of it. I gave her $5. Usually I tip right away. Then I took a sip, and then I just walked out and left. So that was over a week ago. I haven't gone back yet. It better not to go because I'm low on money. So usually I'm tipping $5 every drink. Last week, I think I went a couple days in a row. I tipped one girl just on 1 drink, $12 tip, an $8 tip, a $5 tip. I think I cut it off at 3. I didn't drink any after that. You wonder why I don't have money. $12 tip. Yeah, so right now it's pretty boring. I'll just see. Yeah, it would have been a waste of time to go to that accident on the freeway. They already canceled a couple units. They're on scene right now. They got 2 units on scene. The other 3 units have been canceled. So hopefully that just means no one's hurt or just minor injuries. How do you crash an HOV lane? Happens a lot, but it's like, all right, I want to see less viewers, then I'll end the video, but since there's still 22 of you. Again, I'm not monetized, so I'm not making any money off I didn't monetize the video, so I'm not making any money off the video. I'm going to monetize it after. I'll leave it up. One of these days, I'll edit these videos. I'll just waiting to get a laptop, and I'll leave my live stream up. Then what I'll do is leave it up, and then I'll try to edit it. Then the next day or later that day, we'll just have like a 3-4 minute video. Or another thing I can do is, I had 2 cameras where you put them on top of each other, but I broke it. Like literally on the first scene I went to, I broke the parts where you hook the camera up. So I'm probably going to do what I can do is we'll have our live feed going, and the other video we'll make like 15-second clips of like several of them, and I'll make like a 2, 3, 4 minute video, a little more professional, and I'll make a video that way, and then I'll post it. So if anybody wants to watch later on or the next day, they can watch that 2, 3 minute video. That would some of the professional stringers that work with the news, as they make 3-4 minute videos, and they'll post. Some of them don't post till 2-3 days later. I like to, if I'm gonna show an accident, I kind of like to have it out on the same day. It's like 2-3-4 days later. That's old news. 2-3-4 days later. I'd rather put it out the same day. Really, within the first couple hours. Man. Oh, talk about the guy when he's dead. Yeah, I'm looking at Newsbreak. They have a story on that actor that did Grey's Anatomy that died from ALS. Now, some guy, after he's dead, and the guy's kind of talking bad about him. He was saying he was a bully and stuff. I've known a few people die from ALS. One was a boat racer. She was a female, very good boat racer, because I used to race boats. I don't know if I get. We got a boat race coming up in Parker, Arizona, in the first week of April. I don't know if I'll go or not. My brother asked me to go, I'll go. It's because of my anxiety and panic attacks that keep me from going. If he don't ask me, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to say I want to go, but if he asks me if I want to go, I'll go. My brother's going to be racing in a boat called a Sea Stock Runabout, about 12 feet in length. I believe the horsepower is around 32 horsepower. I might be wrong there. Speeds reach in that particular boat. Average, you do 3 laps, you go in a circle. You can have 12 boats out there at a time. I think they're going to come out with new rules where they're not going to have 12 boats at a time. They might go like 8 or some. We had a few people lose their lives this past year. We had one from California that we raced with. He went out to a national event and raced and lost his life. He was only like 20 years old. We had another longtime racer at an event lose his life. So I think they kind of the problem when you go in the first turn and you get 12 boats going in the first turn, you do not see in front of you. You can just, if a boat spins out in front of you, you're T-boning them. And unfortunately, or you go in that corner too fast, you fall out of the boat at a certain speed, you're breaking your neck. I hurt my neck. I'm still in several years ago. Every day I feel it. But anyways, Parker, Arizona, we got a race out there. I think I was saying my brother, the average speed for a lap in his particular boat is 58 miles an hour. The boat I raced, top speed is that it can be like 70 miles an hour. You sit on your knees. As I said, you do 3 circle laps. I'll put a video. I'll try to find a vid if I have any videos, and I'll try to post it one day. If I go to Arizona, I'm going to probably, if we don't get bad reception out there, I'll probably go live out there and show the race if I go. But the only thing is, it's a long day. It's Saturday and Sunday. You get there Friday, but you race Saturday and Sunday. You start like 9 in the morning. You're literally, on Saturday, you're going from like 9 to 5. You get drained, you get dehydrated, you're not drinking enough liquid, the sun's baking, you're just baking from the sun. Then Sunday goes faster, but Saturday just goes on forever. But if I go, I'll probably test that out on Friday, see how the live feed goes. If it all goes well, I'll go live. But if my brother don't ask me, I'm not going to volunteer just because of my anxiety and panic attacks. I feel uncomfortable to be there for 3 days. But if I get back into it, I kind of want to get back into it, but since I have COPD, I don't know how it'll work out. I probably need some oxygen. What you do, you race 3 laps, you come back in, you refuel, you pull your boat up on the sand or up on the dirt, you refuel, and sometimes you go back out right away, other times another class goes out for it and do their 3 laps, then you go out right after them again. I race 2 classes. Kind of sucks. Yeah, you go drive 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours to Arizona, like 4.5, 5 hours, just to race 1 class. So I try to race multiple classes. But it costs you, to race 2 classes, it's costing you over $400. Most time you get nothing, but if you can't, the particular guy that puts the vet on in Arizona, he gives you trophies. So you come in the top 3, you get a trophy, which is pretty cool. But the races up in Northern California, you're not getting nothing. You're just racing. All right, we're down to 16 people. I appreciate everyone watching OC Street Live. If you tuned in late, maybe watch a little part of the first video, which was in Huntington Beach. Motorcycle versus car. The motorcycle was transported to a hospital, unknown condition, but someone did on social media that said he appeared to be okay, just in shock. And then we went to a second scene in Garden Grove off of Yaqui, in between Westminster Boulevard and Trask Avenue. We arrived there, appeared to be, or didn't appear, was a bicyclist versus car. Appeared to be very bad. They did put up the caution tape. We were there for a while filming there. Unknown condition, but with them putting the caution tape up, it appears to be very, very serious. Police officers were trying to get videos from that, if anybody had like video of the accident from their house. I don't know if they got any or not. I'll try to follow up on that particular scene, see if anybody if there's a post from Orange County Register. I don't have any Facebook pages from I just have Facebook pages for a couple different pages from Huntington Beach. I don't have the other city, but we'll try to find out from if something pops up on the scene in Garden Grove. Other than that, there's been nothing else the last hour and a half. As I said, we just had a call come across on the freeway, but it didn't appear to be too much because they canceled 3 of the units. But nothing's coming across. I hate to keep prolonging this, but if something comes across, I will either go live or make a video. We'll see. Yeah, my battery's actually going dead, so I do got 2 phone banks in here. I should have had it hooked up the whole time. I don't know why I didn't have it hooked up. I appreciate someone left me a $1.99 tip earlier, or a donation. So I haven't eaten all afternoon or all evening, so I'm gonna probably go to Taco Bell since it's unless Popeye's still open, or I'll cruise down to McDonald's. I kind of want a Shamrock Shake. But thanks for sticking out with me. We'll try to do this again another night. The way my plan is I'll wait for a scene to come across. I'll wait for a scene to come across, and then we'll go from there. We'll show that scene, and hopefully we can get a second call very quickly, so we're not sitting around like we are for the last hour and a half. All right, I hooked up my phone bank. Now my phone was dying. I don't know why I didn't have it hooked up the whole time, but I appreciate you guys checking it out. Hey, thanks for Terry. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming in again. You're not going anywhere? You want to keep hanging out or what? I could keep sitting here, but if you, I could keep we're just filming Taco Bell for the last hour. I could keep filming, but or move to a different area. Just this is the way it goes, because there's a lot of times I'm going, oh, maybe I'll go out there Friday night. Literally not one single call comes across, or the call doesn't come out till like 1:30, 2, 3 in the morning. So yeah, so if you want to talk beach girls, some of the girls are in their 30s. One girl is going to move on. She's got, I don't know how much longer she's going to stick out. She's got, I need to get a adult job. She goes, I need to get an adult job. And I don't know how long she's been bartending for, but she goes, it's time to get an adult job. She's got something lined up. She said that like a month and a half ago, so I don't know when she planned on doing that. And some of these girls got kids, a family. They just work at 1 or 2 days a week. Most of the girls work 1 or 2 days a week. One works 4 days a week. But I think some of them got regular jobs during the daytime. There is across the street here, I won't mention her name, because I forgot it. I have to think of it for a minute, and then I'll remember her name. She only works at this bar across Max Sports and Grill. It's directly across the street here. Off here at Beach and Garfield. She works here 1 day a week. Then the owner owns another bar out in Orange. She works there. Her husband was a famous singer. Unfortunately, he died of an overdose. I won't mention her name, but her husband died of it. But she's been working at that bar for a long time now. And another girl, goddamn charger, come on, charge. I got two phone banks here. I think that I need to get a new charging cord. Yeah, he's a famous singer. When you say it, I'll say, yeah, you're right. And I've been meaning to leave, and there's 22 people here. I'm waiting for it to. Yeah, I'm willing to end it right now because there's nothing popping off, nothing coming out. Most likely, I'm going to Taco Bell. Now I'll probably just get 3 tacos supreme, like 3 taco supremes. I could go get those real tacos over at Jack in the Box. Yeah, the real tacos. You know, what's in those tacos at Jack in the Box? I like them. I usually get 6 of them. Yeah, I wish I had the video monetized. I'd like to see how a 3-hour stream, if I want to see what it could make. Most likely, since we've been in the 30s most of the time, we were up in the 50s at one point. Probably like $7, $8 or something. I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't been there forever, USA CAG. My brother went there for 6 straight months. He hooked up with a girl there. I have an identical twin brother. He hooked up with a girl there. And he would go there every single day. That girl worked like 5, 6 days a week at 2 different places. And everyone told him he'd go spend $500, $600 a night every single night. Probably when she got up on stage, he'd be throwing all the ones at her. And everyone goes, she's got a pimp. And he wouldn't listen. He ended up having to file bankruptcy after 6 months because he went for for 6 straight months. He went to the library. Back then, they used to open a lot later. I think they don't even open till 4 p.m. You were talking about the library, right? The Gentlemen's Club? Yeah, Del Taco. Usually I get 6 or 7 snack tacos, or I'll just get they got a different name, but the old name was the Macho Combo Burrito. Oh, get all 3 of them? We'll do what we'll do is we'll do a food test. We'll have all 3 of them, and we'll rate them. Personally, Taco Bell's the best out of all 3. When it comes to tacos, I think Taco Bell will be hard shell. I'm talking about hard shells. I know the hard shells. Taco Bell's got to be the best. I usually get the Taco Supreme, so I like it with the sour cream and the tomatoes. I'm so lazy. I'm literally by Del Taco. I'm literally by Taco Bell. Just how lazy I am. Like I said, I'm in the parking lot, and I live right behind this Target off of Garfield. And I'll literally go home, order DoorDash from Taco Bell and have it delivered. It's more really my anxiety sometimes. Sometimes my anxiety's so bad. I don't feel like sitting in drive-thru. I need to get back home. Then I order DoorDash. When my anxiety was real bad, literally I couldn't work. I would work 1 or 2 hours. I'd order DoorDash like 3 times. Yeah, I'm having a charge. I need to get a new charging cord here. I'm having problems with. It's not even. I'm gonna hook up a different cord. As I said, I got 2 phone banks. I just checked my stabilizer was still on. You got to push the button a few times to make sure it turns off. I just noticed it was still on. Uh-oh. Hopefully the battery's not. Thought my car battery was going dead. Alright. I was hooking up a new phone bank. Yeah, I'll go there once in a while, but I do DoorDash deliveries from that particular Taco Bell. I do have another channel, but I think I got 5 subscribers for DoorDashing, but I haven't posted it forever. All the videos probably were stupid anyways. You got to get like to go live. You got to have 50 subscribers. So maybe what I'll do, I'll post a link in my that I have another channel. Then I have another channel. I'll post that channel link. Then those that want to watch me do DoorDashing, you can watch the video. I'll just go live. Maybe I'll pick certain hours. I'll pick like the lunch hour, usually from 11 to 1. And then sometime in the morning, like 6 to 9 or some. You get some from like 1 to 3, it can get really slow. 1 to 4 gets really slow. Maybe 1:30 to 4. But I'll put a link in there. Maybe if we get 50 subscribers, I'll do some live videos of that. Now, if an accident comes across, I guess if an accident came across, do I turn it? I don't know. I'll have to figure out that. Yeah, you talking about Judy? Were you talking that she works at Del Taco? Yeah, I remember just going in there and picturing a certain lady at Del Taco. And sometimes I walk into these fast food places and I'm like, okay, man, look what I'm doing. I'm 54 years old. I'm doing DoorDash full time. But I walk into these food places, and I went to a McDonald's today to pick up an order. I'm like, okay, she's wearing an all-purple shirt. She's probably in her 40s. I've never noticed her before, and then I'm thinking, is she like a new manager there? Maybe a assistant manager, team leader? Why are you doing McDonald's? Are you doing it because you're getting $20 an hour? For us regular, the kids are getting $20 an hour, so you got adults that don't even make at their regular job that don't even make $20 an hour. Like if I get back in the auto body business, I'd have to be a prepper where I sand the cars, get them ready for paint. And I doubt I get $20 an hour if I get like 17, 18 bucks. Minimum wage is 16s. So most likely these people would only want to pay me like 17, 18 bucks. And then you got these 16-year-olds making $20. But I see a lot of people out there. And I go, like, what? I went to high school. The guy works at Albertsons, and he pretty much he packs the bags for groceries and gets all the carts. He's my age, probably a year younger. I'm like, he's been doing it for a while now. Why is he doing this job at 53 years old, grabbing the carts out from the parking lot? And you're like 53 years old, and I'm trying to, did he go to jail for a certain amount of time? He can't get a so-called regular job. And it's like, he can't do it. They got other jobs at the grocery store. He can't be like besides being grabbing all the carts, he can't do a stalker. Like you stock all the food, he can't do that job. But I'm like, man, I kind of want to ask him, why are you doing DoorDash or not DoorDash, but why are you grabbing carts at 53 years of age? Hey, you got to work, but I'm curious why someone's doing that. I always do that when I go to food places. And why is this guy? He appears to be 50 years old, and he's making coffee. Granted, it probably pays $20 an hour. Maybe there's a guy over at Del Taco. He's been there for 5 years now, and a white dude. He's been there for 5 years, and I'm like, he seems like he's a big dude, like he works like he used to work construction or something. I'm like, well, he's been doing Del Taco for 5 years now. Why? I go, did he do something wrong in life where he can't get the so-called regular job? That's just me. I think about that stuff. We're still here. So, unfortunately, no calls have been coming across. I apologize. Nothing I can do about that, but that's a good thing when no one crashes their cars. So, we don't want anybody getting killed or hurt. We want them to live a full life. I appreciate you guys spending your evening with me with OC Street Live. We'll be back out tomorrow. But what we're going to do is, the plan is during the daytime, I'll just do if we get a call, I'll go live and do that call and then go back. I'll do my DoorDash deliveries, but if a call comes across, and most likely if I'm hanging out in Huntington Beach doing my DoorDash deliveries, or Fountain Valley, I'll do a call out there if anything pops up. But like evening time, we'll play it by ear. If I get a call, I'll go live, and then after that, I'll decide if I want to keep streaming or just end the stream and wait for the next call to come, because I appreciate those that stuck it out the whole time here. But you just, as we going on, seems like a couple hours, we haven't got any calls. So we're just sitting here staring at McDonald's, or not McDonald's, Taco Bell. But I really appreciate you guys watching this stream. I know you guys got better things to do. Hopefully you're just watching on your phone, you're watching a little bit of TV or something as well. Yeah, I know my brother's like, for retirement, he's like, man, I know I'm gonna be bored as hell once I retire. It's like, I got two friends that are 70 years old. One does DoorDash. He's 70 years old, still working 7 days a week. He stays out till like 9 o'clock at night. He starts like 6 in the morning, stays out till 9. He lives in his car for like 15, 16 years now. He's been living in his car. But that's the way he wants to live. But then the other guy that's 70 years old does Instacart, and then he goes house to house doing selling some type of insulation. I don't know if attic insulation, but that's got to be a tough job. He gets a percentage. If he's kind of just the guy who goes, knocks on the door, tries to let him know about the insulation, and if the people are kind of interested, then his boss goes in there and tries to make the sale. But if they make the sale, I think he gets like $250. But I don't know how often he gets a sale. So there is no more El Torito. You talk about El Torito that is closed down at by the freeway. Golden West and Bolsa, El Torito, that's been closed. I was thinking, they should have that, since the mall's being, so they got all the trucks lined up over at the Westminster Mall. My brother drove by, said they got all the trucks lined up. It looks like they're going to start tearing it down. I forgot about it, or I would have drove by and took a look at it. But the Outback Steakhouse, they should move into the old El Torito building. Yeah, most likely what I'm going to do is stage by 2 different places by the freeway. So if we can get a call that's not too far away, we can hop on the freeway and go to it. I'll either hang out by Edinger or McFadden and Beach in that particular area. I can hop on the freeway, or over by Tommy's Burger off of Warner and Magnolia, hang out in that area. Either way, I can hop on the freeway if we get a call and go to. That's what I'll probably try to do. So if I go out tomorrow night, I'll wait till a call comes across, and then maybe I stage in a certain area. I'll maybe drive around a little bit, then stage in a certain area. Yeah, Golden West, El Torito, been closed for a while now. But you do got a Mexican restaurant right across the street, right? But whether Rodrigo's or something like that, is that across the street, or is that a whole different area? Yeah, Tommy's at Motel 6. There is nothing happening. We've been sitting here for 2 hours. Lex PSO. We've been sitting here. I've been meaning to cut the stream here, but there's still 21 people here. I was hoping it would get down below 10 and I would cut the stream. We are in Huntington Beach. We did go to 2 scenes this evening. I'm hitting out I'm at Garfield and Beach. We got CVS Pharmacy and Target. We're hanging out in the parking lot. There's actually been no calls the last 2 hours. First scene was off of Jenny and Newland in Huntington Beach. Motorcycle versus an SUV. I was told, I read on Huntington Beach, one of the Huntington Beach forum pages, Facebook pages, that the person was in shock, but appeared to be okay, but they did go to a hospital. We stayed live, which I normally don't do. We didn't take too long to get a second call, but it was all the way out in Garden Grove. Took us about 15 minutes to get there off of I forgot the name, Yaki. I believe it's called Yaki. I might be pronouncing it right. Yaki. Between Westminster Boulevard and Trask Avenue, we had a car versus vehicle. It appeared to be 2 bicyclists riding down through the housing track area, or it's really riding down. You had houses on both sides, but it looks like it's a shortcut, the street to get from Westminster to Trask, a shortcut, and they were riding in the middle of the street, and one got hit by a car. When we got there, ambulance was just leaving. Had an unknown condition. I tried to ask people if the person was conscious. Police did set up caution tape. They were doing measurements and stuff. Unknown what condition it is, but when they're putting caution tape up, it doesn't look good. But I'm going to try to pay attention, see if I can get an update, if there's a post on OC Register or not of this accident, this collision. But ever since then, we've had nothing. It seems like we've been sitting here for 2 hours. 2 hours, and I've just been sitting here, and I was waiting for people to leave, but there's still 21 people hanging around. That's why I mentioned 1,000 times. I usually don't do 2 live videos back to back, because you just don't know when the second video it's better to do 1 video, man, cut the video and wait for the next call to come. Because you don't know if you'll get a call the rest of the night. I don't want to string people along for 4 hours and we don't get any calls. I don't have, this being Orange County, we don't have scanners. The scanner, and it's encrypted the code, so you can't listen to any calls in Orange County. I can listen to Long Beach if I had a scanner, or LA, which, man, turn your headlights on, bro. Guys driving down the street, you just pull in the parking lot, no headlights. But yeah, nothing really, just me talking forever. Oh yeah, the Circle OC. There was he's out in Colorado, I believe now, maybe. Living in Colorado. I always get it messed up. I forgot his name. My apologies. I know some of you guys followed. OCLA or LAOC. Something Reed. I think his last name was Reed. He had over 100,000 subscribers. He always filmed on Fridays and Saturdays in LA. But a lot of times he was more of a, it seemed like he was more of a sightseer, but towards the end, before he moved to the Colorado, it seemed like he started going to more police scenes. But he would seem like he literally had 3,000-4,000 people watching his live videos. Yeah, I remember he had a 100,000 subscriber party at that particular place. I've never been in there. I don't think I have. Or maybe I just forgot. Now, when I was staying out at the motel, I'd look across the street and I'd always see the parking lot full on Fridays and Saturdays there. We're right across. Oh, shit. I didn't realize the camera. There's the Taco Bell. I'm going to go there in a few minutes because I think we're going to end the stream here just because it's been like 2 hours. Don't you guys got to work tomorrow? What time you got? Normally, I'm doing my door dashing right at 6 in the morning. And usually I'm sleeping at 9 o'clock, so I miss. That's why you don't see me every night. I fall asleep early and I don't hear the alerts. So I missed some good calls in Huntington Beach. Usually what I'm waiting for is expanded traffic. It's called expanded traffic collision. And over half the time it'll be a car that rolled it. So that's what we're waiting. Usually at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, we're waiting for expanded traffic collision. But we don't know if that'll happen tonight. It's better that we don't want to see it happen. We don't want anybody hurt. But if it happens, that's what we're waiting on. I've seen, usually you hear, I'm right by the street. I'm by Garfield. Garfield is right across the street. There's down the street. There's I don't know if it's considered assisted living. These people seem like they're in more rough shape. Almost every day I hear sirens going to that place. Sirens all night. And then on Florida Street, you got a few places as well. But I haven't heard no sirens going up and down beach since we've been here. Or I haven't seen any. I have Taco Bell all the time. I was just talking about they appear they don't have the Nachos Bel Grande anymore. The Nachos Bel Grande. This particular one they don't have it because I went there the other day. They didn't have it. They no longer carry it. Not sure why. Yeah, over across the boardroom. Yesterday the boardroom I saw. I went over to since you're familiar with it, Terry, right? Were you the one talking about it? The boardroom across the street. The owner of that place. I saw a truck yesterday, but I couldn't see through the. I was over at that breakfast place over off of Garfield and Magnolia. What is it called? But it's a breakfast place. I saw a truck there that said the boardroom on it, but I couldn't see inside. I know the owner of the boardroom was a female. I heard she owns at least 3 bars. I don't know what other ones she owns. At the time she bought the boardroom when she was like 23 years old. That was several years ago when she bought it, but I'm just talking. I don't know why I brought that up. I brought it up. I've only gone there a few times. One time was during the pandemic. They were trying to be all quiet about it. You couldn't go through the front door. You couldn't see inside. You had to go through the back door. They tried to keep it open. Eventually, they probably got shut. They got shut down during the pandemic. Yeah, watch. Once I end this feed, a call will come across. Wow. Just reading some politics stuff on my phone. All right, guys. I'm sorry I kept this going for 2 more hours. Thanks for watching OC Street Live. If we have any phone call or any calls tomorrow, we'll go live and we'll play it by ear in the evening. How we do it. We'll definitely set up we'll wait for that first call to come out. And then after that, I'll probably stage, if we get a call, we'll stage over more towards the freeway. But there's been actually nothing coming across, nowhere. There's been just that one call at Bolsa Chica on the freeway at Bolsa Chica in the last hour. I'm just going to double check on that particular call. Yeah, no one was even hurt. It was literally a 13-minute call, so no one was even hurt on that particular one. I really appreciate you guys. It means a lot, those that stuck out and watched it. Watched. So I'm gonna go get something from Taco Bell. I'll go back to my apartment. Then if something comes across, I either go live or maybe just make a video, a 3-4 minute video. Then I'll post that later on in the early in the morning if anything comes across. That's only if it's like Huntington Beach or Fountain Valley and little parts of Newport. I'm not going to drive all over Newport. We're just up to Superior and PCH. All right, you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Hopefully some of you guys go to bed if you got to work tomorrow like